From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz And Mocha. What's going on?
Hey, I'm Shawn Mendes.
This is Selena Gomez.
Drizzy Drake.
Taylor Swift.
Post Malone.
Camila Cabello.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Right here. Turn up.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
I can feel
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. Roz and Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
$20,000. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that?
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Powered by Air Transat.
Oscar pool, the office Oscar pool that we did here on Friday, and Maury and Mocha bet favors. Excuse me. So sick. Everybody in here is sick. Maury and Mocha bet favors. And Mocha, you only won one. You had Joaquin Phoenix as the
I thought I was going to clean up.
winning for the Joker. No, I know.
I picked all the big movies.
I know. Maury had Best Picture. Maury had Best Director. Bong Joon-ho for Parasite. And the favor for that was that if Maury won, you would have to piggyback Maury to and from his office to the studio.
Oh, so heavy.
So I actually need Maury right now. So if you wouldn't mind going to get him.
No. Oh, my God. Okay.
Okay.
So heavy. Oh, all right.
Okay, so Mocha's walking in there.
Don't be weird, Maury.
Yeah. Mocha's walking in there now.
Oh, my back. Oh, my God. Bro, you're so heavy.
Stand up straight.
Okay, try again. Oh my God, dude, don't you work out? Oh,
Yeah, that's all muscle weight.
Oh God, bro, you got a big ass. Oh my God. Oh boy.
Okay, you don't really need me, right? You can piggyback me back?
Yo, my
You poor
lower
man.
back.
How you feeling right now?
I'm hot.
Okay, so that was...
I shouldn't have worn a sweater today, too. It's so hot.
Okay. So in just a couple of minutes, we're going to get into the favor for the lead actor category. Of course, Joaquin Phoenix won for lead actor. Mocha, you had that, and you said as a favor you would like Damon Maury to rub cream on your feet.
Yes.
Right?
And-
it's a long weekend.
As a bonus, I wore my thick winter boots today.
Yeah.
With big socks.
Yeah.
And since I got in here,
Yeah.
cranked up the heat a little bit.
Nice.
My feet are a tad bit moist.
Oh, no. Do I have a minute to go get some gloves?
Yeah, if Mocha's willing to piggyback you.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Okay, so we're going to get into some of these Oscar pool favors now. Mocha, you won in the category of Best Actor.
Yeah.
And the bets between you and Maury, you were betting favors, and you had said that if you won, you would like Maury to rub cream on your feet, and you let everybody know a couple of minutes ago that you wore thick socks today, big boots, you cranked the heat up, so,
Yeah.
your peds are a little moist.
just a tad. Extra lubrication.
Maury, if you want to come in here and pay up, actually, Mocha, if you want to go
What?
get Maury, because if you remember, Maury won Best Director, and Maury's favor to you, if he won that category, was that you would have to piggyback him and forth between his office and the studio. So if you'd like to go get Maury again, that would be
Dude,
great.
he's so heavy.
I know.
I can hear you.
No offense. Okay, come here.
He's got him. He's got him.
My God, that ass.
Oh, we almost had an accident. Oh, jeez. I don't think you're helping at all, Maury.
Oh, you putting all your weight to one side, and that's a lot of weight. Ooh. Oh, God.
Okay, so now we can start with the foot lotion. I guess.
Out of the way.
Now that that's out of the way. So, Mocha, if you would like to go over beside Damon Maury. Maury, what are you doing with gloves?
Well, I have to put gloves on to moisturize his feet.
Oof.
Okay.
Did your chubby hand just break a glove?
Yeah, I did.
I told you.
By the way, we are using baby lotion.
Okay.
Okay.
So Mocha's taking his shoes off now.
All right.
Ew, they're sweaty.
Yeah.
Nice and moist.
Maury, I think it's unfair that you're wearing gloves.
So do I.
I really
Take the
do.
gloves off.
I don't
Are
think
you
that's.
serious?
I don't think that's in the spirit of
but
this.
Roz, he has bits of sock on his toe.
I think that I don't think that that's in the spirit of this. To be honest with you, I don't think wearing gloves is.
Hurry up.
Is
Where
in
the moistness
is in the
goes away.
spirit.
Okay, fair.
Okay, so hold on. Here's some Maury. What are you rubbing on there? What are you using?
Baby lotion.
What is it?
Johnson's baby lotion.
Okay, cool.
It's got a very nice smell, by
Yeah.
the way.
Okay.
Oh my god, oh my god, dude, that's so much
so
lotion.
much.
That's so much.
Okay,
Are you bleeding? Okay.
You got ticklish feet? Who knew? Okay, Mocha can't even keep his foot on. Mocha can't even keep his foot on the desk right now.
Okay, God.
Okay. Okay. Maury, I don't think you need more lube, man. I think you got enough on there.
Come on, man, hurry up. Okay.
Is this?
No, now you're doing it on purpose.
Okay.
Now you're actually just tickling my feet. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, but is this enjoyable for you at all, Mocha? Like, is this something that is it a good?
Here, good.
Is it a good? Is it a good tickle or?
Yeah. No, not that. Not that. It tickles. Do the top. What?
The look on your face right now.
Am I doing good?
How are your feet so ticklish, man?
All right, go ahead.
How is this for you?
I don't think we're gonna get a second foot done this morning.
Okay, come on, man. You're just tickling me on purpose. Okay. Oh, God.
The look on your this is incredible too. I've never seen anybody. Are you done?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh.
I have cream left, Roz.
1 foot, huh? Okay, well there you go. So that is that's one bet down, and also the couple times we piggyback. So let's say 1.5 of 4 still to come. We will get to Mocha. Maury, you had requested as a favor that Mocha would cut your food and feed it to you like your daddy used to do,
Just like daddy.
and then and then after that, the other favor that you had asked Mocha to do was to floss your teeth.
Yes, like a dentist.
Right.
So gross.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
All right, let's get this out of the way.
So, in Best Director last night with the Roz and Mocha Show office Oscar pool, Maury won, which meant that Mocha has to piggyback Maury from his office into the studio because Maury's just too tired to walk this morning. So before we get into everything else that's going on, Mocha, if you would like to go and get Maury, please, that would be awesome.
He's so heavy. Come on, man. This ain't fair.
Look at him standing in the doorway.
I can hear you say that.
My back hurts so much.
I know. This has been going on all morning if you're just joining us. Okay, so Maury's up. Maury's up.
Oh.
Mocha's now walking him across the studio.
Oh my God.
Okay, he's had to pause
The
for.
lower half of your body is so heavy. Oh God. Oh, yo, why are your arms moist?
And here they come. They're almost here.
Okay, I'm just gonna drop you right here.
Okay. Okay. So grab a seat, gentlemen, because right now we have to get into, which was Best Picture. And of course, Parasite won. Maury had that. And Maury, you had said that if Parasite wins, your favor to Mocha would be, please cut up my food and feed it to me like Daddy did.
Oh, just like my daddy.
Which is...
Why do you have to say it like that?
I know, it's so weird.
Is there any other way?
It's so weird. So in front of you, what is that? That is...
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Okay, so spaghetti
That's
and
not
meatballs.
This
spaghetti
is
and
the
meatballs.
dish that daddy would cut up.
Okay, so this is what you're...
This looks so disgusting.
Okay. So you're going to what? Cut up Maury's spaghetti for him, and then you're going to feed it to him? Is that the deal?
I guess I have to. Did you heat this up at all?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, so Mocha's now cutting through the spaghetti and meatballs.
Okay.
Make sure you get a ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. Okay.
Oh, you still have a little bit of egg in between your teeth from earlier.
Don't worry, you're going to floss that out after this.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
God.
He didn't do it like an airplane.
No. And also, Mocha, I'm going to say right now that I'm looking at what is on there right now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that your job of cutting sort of sucks. I think
What?
yeah.
I have to cut it smaller?
I think you do.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And do it right.
Listen, this is...
First of all, that is the nastiest batch of spaghetti and meatballs
it's
that I've
gross. It doesn't
ever seen.
It doesn't smell like spaghetti at all. I don't know what this is.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
So try another one now. Get that on the fork.
There we go.
Okay.
Like an airplane.
Okay. There you go.
Oh my God.
Oh, how's that for you? Oh, your mouth is disgusting, bro. For real. Here you go. Down the hatch. There we go.
Oh wow.
Keep eating. Come on. Come on.
You gotta
open for daddy.
Okay, I'm just about done. I said years ago, 10 years ago, okay, when we started doing this show, the first time somebody says open for daddy is the day I quit. Okay? So unfortunately, we've got to that point. I'm now done. Listen, stay with us. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, Mocha, you will be flossing Maury, because that was one of Maury's favors as well. That with the day after Academy Awards, no time to properly get ready in the morning. So Maury did not floss this morning. So he would ask as a favor if you could floss for him.
Oh, after all that spaghetti and meatballs too,
yummy.
So gross.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Okay, so let's round this out now here and wrap it all up. So the Roz and Mocha Oscar office pool with Mocha and Maury, where they bet favors, and all morning, because Maury won the category of Best Director, and his favor was that he would like Mocha to piggyback him to and from his office to the studio all morning long.
FYI, he is heavy.
In the category of lead actor, Mocha, you actually won that, and so Maury earlier this morning had to cream your feet, which I found out you have very ticklish feet. You couldn't even sit through it.
No, I couldn't. I thought I would be able to build up the tolerance, but no.
In the category of Best Picture, which Maury also won, was that he wanted you to cut up his food and feed him like Daddy did, which we just did.
So gross.
And then finally, in the category of Lead Actress, which Maury also won, he wanted you to floss his teeth like his dentist does.
I've come prepared with the floss.
So, Mocha, if you would like to make your way back over to
I wouldn't like to, but
Maury's side.
If you would like to.
I guess I have to.
Yeah, so if you would like to, so Mocha's walking over there now. He's going to grab a seat on the other side of the studio.
Flossing is the worst.
Right.
On its own already.
Okay.
Having to floss somebody else's teeth.
Do you floss your son?
Is gross. Okay. Oh,
okay, so
man.
what's your technique? Do you do wrap around two fingers? Sound like you're choking somebody. Look at you.
Now I have sensitive gums. Be careful.
Okay, so Maury, you're going to open up a little. Okay, and
your mouth is friggin' disgusting, dude.
Okay.
Oh, God.
And Maury's open wide now. Mocha's got to get in there. It's weird to do it to somebody else, huh? Like you're
I just got saliva on my finger.
Like your angles are all weird when you try and do it to somebody else. Okay. Oh, he's in there. Good. Oh, Maury, it doesn't look. It looks like that hurts a little bit. Does it hurt? Oh, that one was.
I see a piece of food. Ew. Oh, this is so gross. Oh my God, dude. Okay. Oh,
Go for
I see a piece right here.
Yeah. Okay, so Mocha's now working the top teeth.
Ow.
Oh, no, you're bleeding. I think you're bleeding. Yeah, you're bleeding.
Yeah, well, you shoved it in there.
Ooh, this is so gross. There's spaghetti on it.
Why
are you sawing?
I know your technique, Mocha, is not very good.
As you can tell, I don't really.
Mocha has. Okay. What happened?
He sawed it in and inflicted it himself.
Did you just flick food on your face that was in between his teeth?
This is so gross.
And the thread.
Oh no, this floss stuff. Oh the finger. This is gross.
That was not enjoyable. What do you make me bleed?
First of all, I'm gonna say maybe next time don't use 4 feet of floss.
So gross. I was like, I don't know if it was a piece of spaghetti or if it was like
sure it was a
saliva
chunk of
or
gum.
something that flew in my eye. It's so gross.
It's still on you.
Maury, open up. Let me see how the kind of job he did. Oh, yeah, good. There you go. Mocha, how are you feeling?
That's like so gross.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is it. That is the end of the Roz and Mocha Show 2020 Oscar Office Pool. Maury, you came with overwhelmingly 3 out of the 4 top categories. And thank you, everybody, for being a part of it.
Oh, gross.
Roz and Mocha.
On Kiss.
Let's talk Option Plus real quick. With Air Transat, you can enhance your economy class experience with the extra benefits and services. And now you can book Option Plus up to 24 hours before your departure.
Yeah, the benefits of booking Option Plus are, of course, the extra piece of baggage, the priority check-in at a dedicated check-in counter, priority boarding even in economy, and priority baggage handling.
Complimentary seat selection is yours, plus onboard perks. You can book right now and get all the details at airtransat.com.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
According to a new study, men who drive, quote, high-status luxury cars are more likely to be bad people. Researchers found that men who drove cars like BMWs, Mercedes, Audis were more likely to be, quote, self-centered, argumentative, stubborn, disagreeable, and unempathetic.
Okay, hold on here, though. Does that really make a bad person?
According to this study.
I would say that you need empathy to be a good person, but I don't think that you need to necessarily be agreeable to be a good person.
Now, why these cars specifically?
Yeah.
Quote, the personality traits explain the desire to own high-status products. Researchers didn't find any connection between women with those negative personality traits and fancy cars. Mm-hmm. Apparently, it only seems to apply to men.
Mm-hmm.
So,
interesting.
Damn it, Maury went to a part of the city where luxury cars are quite frequent driving around and or parked. And decided to, without giving any context whatsoever, until the microphone was in their face, knock on the window, say, hey, roll down your window, I got to ask you a question. And then went on with this.
Excuse me, can you roll down your window, please? Okay, so what is it like to be argumentative, self-centered, stubborn, and disagreeable?
I've never been asked that question before. I would say, why are you asking me that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, because you're driving an expensive car, and the study says men who drive fancy cars are more likely to be that. And you and your little Audi are apparently self-centered and argumentative.
I guess I would agree with that.
Really?
Yeah, why not? I think you have to stand your ground and you have to go after things you want, and sometimes you have to be okay with not being liked and firm in your position.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily true. I think being a good or bad person is based on the impact you leave other people, not on what your interests are materialistically.
Sounds a little bit argumentative to me.
I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, I think there's some bad people. Being a good or bad person isn't based on what you have at all. It's complete, whatever that study is, it's complete bogus. It's probably written by somebody that sees a guy driving a nice car and says, oh, you off, nice car, I want that. You're a bad person.
I just want to ride in your car.
I don't blame you. It's a nice car.
Excuse me. Quick question for you.
Yes.
Okay, it says that men that drive fancy cars are self-centered, argumentative, stubborn, and disagreeable, and you're driving a Mercedes.
No. It depends on people. There is bad people driving bad cars and good cars.
Do you look at those as compliments?
Yeah, in some way you can say yeah.
Excuse me, can you roll down your window for a quick sec? The study says men who drive fancy cars are self-centered, argumentative, and stubborn. What says you in your BMW?
I don't think that's actually correct.
Are you stubborn?
A little bit.
So it's correct.
Okay.
Own it. Those are compliments.
Absolutely.
Nice car, man.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay, however, according to a new survey and a new study, people who drive fancy cars like this are bad people.
If you like a nice car, you like a nice car.
I don't know. I'm sensing maybe a couple of these things are you.
Not at all, but you're kind of bugging me right now. I'm trying to park up and get into the mall real quick, and you're taking up my time, so I guess I can be a little uptight.
Oh, no, that's more argumentative and stubborn.
Oh, well, I guess I'm an arguer sometimes, too. Can I go inside, please?
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I just keep getting richer and richer.
Huh?
So, you know those celebrity sites where you can type in somebody's name and it tells you their net worth?
Oh, yeah.
Like celebstrendingnetworthnow.com or whatever they are.
Okay.
So somebody just sent me this one with the message. Show this to Dammit Maury and he'll probably himself. Okay, so here, Maury, you take a look. I'm going to hand you my phone. You take a look at this.
Okay.
And then you read out where it just reads Roz Weston's net worth. This is according to celebstrendingnow.com, okay?
Okay.
There you go. Read that out. What does it say?
Okay, it says...
Yeah.
Roz Weston net... Holy hell!
What does it read? What does it say?
No way!
What does it say?
$43 million? Why the hell am I driving you to work?
Wow!
So
$43 million!
So just in case you're wondering with all of these sites, because there's a million of these.
Hold on, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Is that low or high?
And there's a million of these sites. And you like to think that there's some truth to these, like they can't be that far off, or why would they even put that number without knowing something, right?
Right.
But this is so wild to me. I'm not saying I don't have $43 million, but what's wild to me, I don't have $43 million. But what's wild to me is that this is, they've updated it, right? Because it was a previous net worth that they had for me. And now they've updated it to say that I'm worth $43 million as of 2020. Like this is their new 2020 number.
Oh, wow.
Right? Yeah. Like I must have had a real good year last year because the last time I checked, I think they had me at like 2.8 or something like that. Yeah. So if you're wondering if there's any sort of validity to these sites, no, there isn't. And I rarely use the term fake news, but man, oh man, having my net worth at $43 million is just like the wildest, most embellished thing. And I don't even know why anybody would do that. Like, there's no advert. I don't get it. It's so wild to me. But yes, I'm happy to share this in the for the purposes of pissing Dammit Maury off.
Okay, but can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
And I'm not anywhere near a millionaire.
Yeah.
But you gotta big it up a little.
Like we ever thought you were.
I just want to set your record straight,
just in case, just so people know.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Yeah.
But why are you why are you dumbing it down and saying fake news? You'd be boasting.
But what, lying?
Yeah.
No, I don't have $43 million.
Oh, then then ignore the invoice I just sent you.
Yeah, no, I don't have $43 million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just typed in Maury Sherman net worth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The first thing that pops up is Dammit Maury escorted off the set of Suicide Squad.
Oh, wow.
That's the first thing that pops up.
Yeah.
But I did find a post that shows Maury Sherman net worth.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we all know that Dammit Maury is in massive debt. He's terrible at managing his money.
A collection agency called me yesterday.
You say that like you're so proud.
I know. Listen to that wheeze.
So according to this website, Dammit Maury's net worth, are you ready for this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
It's $1.6 million.
Okay. That ain't true.
This, by the way, is the only appropriate reaction for anybody suggesting that Maury is a millionaire.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Is it time?
It's time. So, as we said earlier, if you were listening, there's a proposal going to happen in minutes on the Roz and Mocha Show. And Ronnie, who is in the hall with his girlfriend, Lorraine, and it's her birthday today. So we're going to play this as they're just coming in here, and he did something great for her birthday where she gets to hang out and meet us on the show because they're both big fans. But what he actually wants to do is he wants to take the opportunity on her birthday on this show to propose to her. Ooh. And we love a proposal.
Hell yeah.
We love a proposal. So we're going to play like this is just a birthday thing.
Sure.
Okay, if you're listening right now. And then eventually we're going to let Ronnie sort of do his thing. Maury, you want to go get them?
Yo, he better not screw this up.
I know. Right? You better know what he's doing.
That's Roz. That's Mocha.
Hi.
Hello,
how are you?
Happy birthday. Thank you.
What's going on?
Mocha. What's up, Ronnie? How you doing, brother? Mocha.
What's going on?
That's Roz over there.
So it's your birthday, right? Happy birthday. We are always happy to be somebody's birthday present. We've done this before on this show. Most times, we'll be honest with you, when we do this, it's because somebody screwed up the birthday, right? Where they have a last minute thing and they realize they didn't get a gift and we wind up becoming the birthday present with the like, you gotta help me out. Man, my party's like a huge fan. I gotta give you something cool. But this is, we're happy to be a part of this. So how are you, Lorraine?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm excited.
Are you?
How long have you been listening to the Roz and Mocha show?
A long time. Probably been at least 6 years.
6, okay.
Maybe more.
Nice. Because we've been on the radio together for just over 10 years. How about you, Ronnie?
Not as long as her. She's the one that got me on this show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was listening to something else, and then she said, "No, this show is way better." I'm like, and I'm a stickler to what I like. When I like something, I stick to it.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm like,
So
all
what
right.
was it that convinced you then to like stick with us, to stick with the show?
Well, she told me you should listen to them, so I started kind of going in between the two.
Yeah.
And I just gradually forgot about the other one and started listening to you guys all the time.
How long have you guys been together?
11 years.
11 years. Where'd you meet? How'd you meet?
Work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
You have kids?
2.
Yes.
2.
We have
Nice.
2 kids, and I had 3 before her.
Right.
So we have 5.
Lots of kids.
Busy house.
Yeah.
Lots of
Busy.
kids.
Yeah.
And you guys are obviously madly in love, right?
Yes.
11 years is a long 11 years is a long time.
Yes, ups and downs, and
Yeah. So what's your plan? What's your plan, Ronnie? What's the big birthday plan today?
Well, Lorraine, we've been together a long time, been through ups and downs. You've looked after my kids. There's nothing more I could ever want, so I'd like to ask you to marry me.
Oh my God.
There's the ring.
Yes.
Lorraine, how are you feeling right now, love?
Oh my God, I'm so shocked. Like on the radio.
She never thought it would happen. She kept on saying to me, "Oh, you're never gonna do it."
Oh, really?
It's been 11 years.
Well, I'm just always like, "Oh, we don't have money. We don't have money." And I'm like, now I'm just like, I'm never gonna have money.
Yeah.
You just need each other, bro.
Yeah.
You guys just need each other. Now, let me ask you this, Lorraine. Was Ronnie acting weird today or any different than he normally is on a day-to-day basis?
Well, I didn't even know where I was going. So this was
okay.
a complete surprise right until we pulled up. And then he's like, "Do you know where we're going?" And I'm like, "Rogers." I don't know. I have no idea. Like, where are you taking me?
Ronnie's like, "Yo, I gotta go pay this bill real quick."
I'm like, we're going to Starbucks, right?
So this is incredible. Let's hold that ring up right there to that camera right there. Look at that.
Ronnie, how long have you been holding on to that ring?
A while.
Yeah. Keeping it on you, or did you have like a secret hiding spot?
No, just keeping it.
Had to be a secret hiding spot.
Yeah. Who do you want to tell right now? You guys, the show is yours. If you want to shout anybody out and let them know you're getting hitched, who do you want to shout out right now?
Oh my gosh.
All the doubters.
All the doubters.
When we met, everybody at our work said, "You guys are never going to last."
What kind of friends do you have?
They're not friends. They're work people. I guess.
Let me be clear.
So,
Oh, that's
That is
amazing.
We are so overjoyed to have been a part of this. And Ronnie, thank you so much for reaching out.
Yeah.
We always love when somebody wants to come in and allow us to be
Thank
such
you for
a
answering.
huge part of their lives like this.
Also,
and it
happy
means,
birthday,
it means a
Lorraine.
lot. And happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Best birthday present ever. Oh my God. All around. Oh my God.
Before you continue with your birthday today, Lorraine, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Between Roz and Mocha. Oh gosh, this is hard to choose.
It's so awkward when you do this when they're sitting here, man.
Super awkward. But I have to say, guys, I'm sorry. It's damn it, Maureen.
No, that's not
the question, though. The question specifically is between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
I like Mocha's laugh. It's Mocha.
Ronnie, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
It's Mocha.
Oh, yo, right to your face.
I'm sorry.
Dude,
Laugh's contagious. I don't know.
There's very few rules on this show. Rule number one is you don't do this while they're sitting here, man. It's too weird for me. Like now, I can't look at them. Two, I hope it doesn't last. I'm with your coworkers.
Congratulations and happy birthday!
Thank you.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello.
Hi, where's Big Wayne at?
Where's Big Wayne at?
Yeah, it's Roz and Mocha, by the way.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
I'm great. It's getting ready to go to the hospital now.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
My name is Jen.
This is the text we got from Jen. I know you often get birthday shout-out requests, so this may be a weird one, but today is my dad's last day of radiation, and I was wondering if there was a way of giving him a shout-out during the show. I've been driving him to his appointments each morning, and we always listen to your show to cheer us up and keep us laughing. His nickname is Big Wayne.
Big Wayne's right here.
What up, Big Wayne? It's Roz and Mocha.
Well, it's great to hear from you. This is fantastic.
Yo, last day of radiation, brother.
Woo! It's a big day, man.
Yeah. How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling like it's we've accomplished something big. I'm feeling fantastic.
How long you been going through this?
It's been about 2 months.
2 months. And what is the situation? What are you dealing with?
Well, it's it's very common for people my age, but it's prostate cancer. And but you know what? I've learned a lesson, and you know what? You got to look after yourself, and you got to do all the testing because you don't want to go through this. But you know what? I've had great care. And the doctors at Sunnybrook have looked after me, and everything is looking really, really good now. So, it's not an experience that you want to go through again, but you know what? It's all looking really good.
We often get phone calls from people who say that they listen to the show when they're on their way to do something in their day that is brutal. And for somebody like you, Wayne, to just, your kid to shoot us a text and just say that you guys listen to this show on your way to radiation and you're killing it today and you're in such good spirits, and the idea that you would want to share any part of that with us is so overwhelmingly beautiful, and we owe everything to you and wish you nothing but the best. And just want to thank you and your family so much.
Well, you know what? As I said, going over to radiation is no joy, but listening to you guys has made this a lot better for me. And we laugh every day listening to your show, and it's great. And so you've been a part of my recovery. So thank you very much.
Well, Big Wayne, lots to celebrate today. Last day of radiation. It's your birthday, so happy birthday. And between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Roz.
It's
because he said all those nice things about you just now? Because I was going to say something similar.
Hey.
At least you got one vote, Roz.
Yeah, thanks, man. Jackass.
Yeah, I like you, Big Wayne.
Hey, before we let you go, I'm always curious when somebody's got a name like that. Why do they call you Big Wayne?
Because I'm a big man, and what can I tell you?
Nobody calls me Tall Roz. You know what I mean? Like,
maybe we should have known.
His daughter's right here too. So
oh, right.
All down and dirty.
Hey, wow.
It's like, I'll DM you later.
I'll tell you. You know it's big when your daughter calls you Big Wayne. Like that. Like everybody in your life. Everybody in your life would have to know at that point. Like when that nickname travels back, where your own daughter's like, "Fine, I guess we're going with Big Wayne now." Like, we love you guys. We love you guys. We love you guys so much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Valentine's Day is like real close, man.
I was going to ask if you made your reservations yet.
No, I have not. I don't know if I really am going to go out on Valentine's Day.
I've made mine.
What day of the week is Valentine's Day?
It's on a Friday.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
that changes everything then.
Because what do you have to get up on Saturday for?
No, I didn't know what day it was. It's like when Valentine's is on like a Wednesday, it's a pain in the ass. So I'll usually maybe suggest doing something like a couple days later. Like I'm real bad with Valentine's. Catherine loves Valentine's Day. And I love that she loves Valentine's Day. So I was trying to do like something.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult when it is during the week.
I still always leave flowers and stuff like in the shower and stuff. So when he wakes up, he'll see things.
But doesn't he get mad that you're like putting stuff in the shower that you're not allowed to use?
No, because it's for him. Like it's a gift. So that's okay. And I asked if we could go out. I said, like, we need to go to a restaurant. And he's like, I don't want to. Why do we need to go out? I'm like, because other people need to see us in love.
Wow. See, yeah, that is like.
So you're not going out for the purpose of
No, I want to be a
celebrating.
showpiece.
Right.
Yeah.
Of celebrating your love for one another as husband and husband.
Well, no, we are celebrating by
No, you're not, though.
having others look at us and say, look, they went out. Look at that cute young gay couple.
Young gay couple?
Look at this. Look at that cute young gay couple.
And then the question is, if you're married and you go, who pays the bill?
What do you mean?
What are you talking
Right?
about?
Like if Catherine and I go out, who pays the bill? It never comes up who pays the bill.
Shouldn't
it's
you discuss it?
What do you mean? Discuss what?
Like as you're walking hand in hand to the restaurant, who's paying tonight?
Who's paying? No.
I think that is like a you exclusive.
Yeah, man.
Like you and Matthew split everything.
Like this just doesn't happen. It doesn't, like on a Valentine's Day dinner when you're out with your, like not on a date, but like you're out with your life partner. The idea of having a conversation on who's going to pay the bill is so foreign to me.
So do you go Dutch?
Like what? She throws down her credit card and I throw down my
Well, I
credit
had
card?
the Cobb salad. You had
Oh my
had chicken.
God.
You guys seriously don't talk like that.
1,000%.
Come on, Maury.
1,000%.
There's no way.
1,000%.
There's
Or a
no
lot of
way.
the time,
There's no way you guys go through a bill and itemize who had what and then pay what you owe.
We even do
There's
that.
no way.
1,000%. And even at the grocery store, we'll separate things, right? And or if it's like, you know what, it's a really busy restaurant, we don't want to inconvenience them. I'll pay this time, but that means, you know, on the weekend, if we order breakfast on Uber Eats, it's on your credit card.
I could not.
I couldn't live like that. I would go crazy.
What's the
doing that at all.
alternative?
What's the all crazy? Just be chill, man.
Yeah. Sometimes you pay for stuff. Sometimes he pays for stuff. Like, whatever, man. You're married. It's the same money.
You can't keep score with everything in a relationship.
Oh, and
I don't want to start throwing advice around, but the idea of constantly making things even and keeping score in a relationship is one of the killers of great relationships.
I think, it works for us. I mean, there are times where
Does
on
it though?
No, it
Does
doesn't.
it though?
How many stories have you told of Matthew getting mad at you for spending money on nonsense?
I mean, we're still together.
You can't have bare feet in bed, Maury. It can't be working that well.
As long as I follow the rule.
Big facts.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh man, drama in Bachelor World with a twist. I promise you a twist.
Okay.
So last night on The Bachelor, Victoria F. and Bachelor Pete were chosen to do, it was like a modeling group date, and the winners were going to get the cover of Cosmo. So here's the clip from last night's Bachelor.
The person who will be on the cover of Cosmo with Peter is Victoria F.
However, Cosmo's editor-in-chief has said that Cosmo is not going to run the cover after photos of Victoria F. were revealed from a few years ago where she was modeling White Lives Matter merchandise.
Wow.
Cosmo says unequivocally, the White Lives Matter movement does not reflect the values of the Cosmo brand. We stand in solidarity with Black Lives Matter and any cause that fights to end injustices for people of color. But let me ask you if this changes things.
Okay.
So I went digging into Victoria F's history of modeling for White Lives Matter.
Yeah.
And what this was in 2016, when everything was sort of Black Lives Matter, and then if you remember, police got in on it with Blue Lives Matter, and then racists started selling White Lives Matter stuff. What these shirts were, they were created by a marina, a fishing marina.
Okay.
And what they do is they promote the conservation of white marlin and blue marlin.
Oh.
And what they promote is using ring hooks so you can catch them, but you must release them back into the wild because marlin conservation has been going on for hundreds of years and it's very important to oceans.
Okay. So marlin lives matter.
So their thing was they capitalized on all the sort of headlines on the Lives Matter movements by releasing shirts that read White Lives Matter. And the picture on the White Lives Matter shirt is a flag with a white marlin on it. And the Blue Lives Matter shirt is a flag with the blue marlin on it. But it still reads White Lives Matter. So at first glance, yes, she is modeling for White Lives Matter. But the intended message behind the White Lives Matter merchandise that she was modeling was marlin conservation. So,
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No.
Really?
Yeah, does not. It does not change the fact because the initial intent of what Black Lives Matter mean, right? They're taking that phrase, what the initial is, and they're changing it to something else.
No, I get that it is it in sort of poor taste, and are you trolling for controversy and everything else?
Yes.
But people in the past have trolled. PETA trolls for controversy to get their message out. That is what they do. PETA courts controversy in order to promote their message. Right. That's what they do. Right.
Just have a shirt that says "Save the Marlin."
No, I get it.
All right.
I get it. But does that change it at all? Knowing that the intent was to stir some emotions in a way to protect ocean wildlife.
Yes.
So does that change?
It does not change.
It does not change.
No, not for me at least. Because the Lives Matter movement means one thing and one thing only.
Interesting. Okay. Well, there you go. So that's what it's all about.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
Yo, Christopher?
Hello.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Not bad. Yourself?
Okay, good. How long have you been listening to the Roz and Mocha Show?
I would probably say for 3, almost 4 years.
3 or 4 years. Okay. Because we've been on the radio for just over 10 years now. And your girlfriend, Julie, how long has she been listening for?
She's probably been listening to a solid 5 years or longer.
Oh, wow. Okay. So here's the thing. The text that Christopher sent to us, Roz, said, my girlfriend is one of your biggest fans, but she refuses to know what you both look like. And I was wondering if you guys could call her.
Where do you live?
So we're actually in Etobicoke.
Okay.
But for the past,
I don't know, man. It's impossible.
Let's say 7 years now, right? At least 7 years. We've had consistent advertising, whether it's pictures on the TTC or our commercials on TV.
Massive billboards and social media. It's unavoidable.
It's hilarious because I see your ads on Instagram. And I told my girlfriend, I was like, watch, you're going to scroll through your Instagram. You're going to see them there. And the other day we were driving around and one of your billboards is in Etobicoke, right by Sherway. And she saw the billboard for a split second. So she decided to scream at the top of her lungs. And it actually scared me so much to the point where I thought I ran over somebody.
Wow.
But why did she scream? Because now she knows what we look like?
Because I'm so gorgeous? I mean...
She said... No, she actually saw you guys. And then after she freaked out. So she looked away really quickly. So she says she has an outline of what you guys look like.
I think she's full of crap. Okay, so what do you want us to do? You want us to call her?
Yeah, we're going to call her on her BS.
Yeah.
Okay,
hold on, I got a number here.
Hello?
Hi, Julie. It's Roz and Mocha. How you doing?
No.
What's going on? What are you doing?
I'm about to go to work.
So, Julie, we understand you've been listening to the Roz and Mocha Show for quite some time now.
Yep, for over 5 years.
Okay, and we also understand that you refuse to want to know what Roz and I look like.
Yeah.
And we want to know what the hell. Why?
Well, because I just don't want to be disappointed.
Disappointed. Believe me, honey, you won't be.
Okay. Okay, Julie. So, what do you think? Because right now, in your mind, you have an idea of what Roz and I look like. So, what do you think Roz looks like?
Just like the way that everyone was describing the Dream Daddy doll.
You've seen the Dream Daddy Ken doll?
No, I haven't. But I just, the way like everyone was describing it, I was picturing like a Ken doll with
Okay.
kind of like a dad bod, but like a nicer dad bod.
Like with or without abs?
Without abs, but like not a beer belly.
Not a beer bed. So medium.
Medium.
Yeah, no, well, more like a medium.
Okay,
like,
Okay.
Like a 2x6.
Okay, and what about any facial hair?
I think I heard that Rod has like a beard.
Okay. What color is the beard?
Black.
Okay. And what about hair?
Like I think it's like gelled over, like a comb over, like
a
comb
over. Okay. Yeah. A comb over. What color?
Black.
Black. Now, lots of it or a little bit?
Lots of it.
Okay. So, lots of black hair. That's a comb over. All right. Cool. So, what about height? How tall do you think Roz is?
I think he's like 6 feet because I know that Roz, you can't sit in like economy on the plane. Like you have to sit in business class.
Also because I'm special.
Okay.
Yeah, not as special as Mocha.
Okay, so
here we go.
Now, Julie, what do you think I look like? Mocha, what do you think I look like?
I know you're shorter than Roz.
I mean, not that much shorter.
All I know is that you're you grew up in Scarborough. And, like, you have, like, the way you talk, you have, like, a little bit of hood in you. So, like, it's hard to imagine because there are times where you don't sound like you're from Toronto. But I don't know. It's hard to imagine what you look like. People don't really talk about the way you look like as much as they do with Roz.
Okay, like I know because there's more to talk about. No, but with Mocha, like okay, let's put okay.
That jet black comb over.
Shut up. Okay, but with Mocha, like, are you thinking like white guy, black guy, brown guy, Asian guy? Like, what are you thinking?
Well, Mocha, aren't you Guyanese?
Yes.
Okay, so you know that much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, based on what I hear, but like I just don't want to look at any pictures.
Okay. I find it very difficult to believe that you haven't even just accidentally seen what we look like. Like you would have had you would have had to avoid television, billboards. I've been on ET Canada for like 16 years. Like even just accidentally you see a TV commercial.
Or even like the
we're
TTC, the buses that go by.
Like
our billboards are everywhere.
Yeah, I don't watch ET Canada, but I know your billboards are everywhere, so I did come across your billboard twice in Toronto. One of them was actually around like Sherway, and I screamed because I knew that it was you guys, but I didn't focus on the picture too much to take in the facial features, and I just kind of like screamed, and my boyfriend he just kind of slammed on the brake.
Yeah,
which wasn't a good idea, but yeah.
There's a term for that. It's called blinded by gorgeous.
Yeah, okay.
It happens. It happens.
Roz, I didn't even see you. You were too tall.
Oh, stop
I was mostly looking at Mocha, which, by the way, Mocha, you're my favorite.
Shut up. Nobody asked.
That was going to be my next question.
So I'm not ready to see what you guys look like because I heard that when people do see what you look like, they're not disappointed, but they just didn't expect you to look like
nobody has ever said that. No, not one single person has ever said that.
Julie, just to confirm, yes, I am from Scarborough. Yes, I'm a brown guy. Yes, I'm just as tall as Roz. And yes, your description of Roz is like bang on.
Shut up.
Yo, bro, don't be mad at the black comb over. It's beautiful. I love it.
Does he really have a comb over?
Shut up!
Yeah.
But is it a comb over by choice, or
Yes.
is it just because you're not covering like a bald spot, right?
No.
Shut up!
It's by choice. And FYI, little tidbit for you, some behind the scenes info on the Roz and Mocha show. When we're not on the radio, we usually do call him comb over Roz.
And then on the show, it's Dream Daddy Roz, right?
Just all of you, just shut up. Okay.
Hey, Julie, I don't know if we asked this question, but between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Mocha.
Also, one final thing, Julie, say what's up to your boyfriend Christopher, because he's the one that gave us your phone number.
Hi, babe. Why would you make the executive decision to to decide that I'm ready to talk to them when I'm not even ready to see them.
She's not even ready to talk to us.
I'm not ready.
Christopher and Julie, we love you guys lots. Thanks so much for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show.
Thank you. Bye.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Fred and Ron on hold?
Yeah,
I believe
they are.
Okay, good.
Fred Arsenault is a 99-year-old World War II vet. I think he was in like Italy. And there's not a lot of them left anymore, and we know that. And his son, Ron, is with him. Fred's living at Sunnybrook Veterans Center. And there was a picture of him that went viral. He's in his room, in his uniform, and he's holding up a sign that reads, "Hello, my name is Fred Arsenault. I am a World War II veteran, about to turn 100 years old on March 6, 2020, and would like to receive 100 birthday cards. Please mail them to 9 Kenmore Avenue, Toronto, Ontario, M1K1B3. 100 years old on March 6th.
Got support from Toronto Mayor John Tory as well. Fred and Ron, it's the Roz and Mocha Show. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
Hi, Fred. How are you? It's so good to hear from you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy early birthday, first of all.
Oh, thank you.
How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Now, I'm sure, well, we have you, before we get to the birthday cards, because that is just, it's going to be an incredible thing. Whenever you hear these stories of people who have lived these fantastic lives, hitting the milestone of 100, the thing that everybody wants to know is, what was the secret? What is your secret to longevity? And so that's what we have to ask you right out of the gate. Is there a secret?
Not driving.
Not driving. Fair enough.
That's
Fair
amazing.
Enough.
So before you turn 100 years old on March 6th, you had put out a request that you would like to receive 100 birthday cards. Have you received anything yet?
Yeah. One yesterday, hand delivered.
Oh, wow. Hand delivered. That's nice.
Wow.
Now, did you get a chance to speak to the person? Did you sit down with them at all?
I did, yes. It was. He lives at a different residence where the cards are being delivered.
Yeah.
So they're going to be transported here to him.
And I've seen your dad, on the news over the years, during different Remembrance Day celebrations and everything else. What can you say about your pops that maybe we don't know, or that you would like everybody to know?
Number one thing to remember, all of the veterans. And we take him every year to Ottawa. Well, we did before he's in the long-term care home now. We took him to Ottawa, and to see the young people come up and actually shake his hand and have a little conversation with him, which is really nice. It really brings Dad like a big joy to see that.
So we're going to do this now. So his wish is for his 100th birthday, your dad, Fred, is to receive 100 birthday cards for his 100th birthday, which is March 6th. And you provided an address. We'll read it out to people right now, and then we'll also post this on our social. But it's 9 Kenmore Avenue, Toronto, Ontario, M1K1B3. So that's 9 Kenmore Avenue, Toronto, Ontario, M1K1B3. And again, Fred Arsenault turns 100 years old. He's a vet. He's beautiful. And it's,
you even got the support of the mayor. The mayor even tweeted out to ask people to send letters and cards to you for your 100th birthday.
Yeah, so we're going to guarantee that's going to happen.
Yes.
So Fred, before we let you go, what are you doing to celebrate your 100th? Is there anything special that you want to do, that you want to see, that you want to eat?
A big birthday present. Yeah, and a party.
You want a party?
Yeah.
Did you just say a big breakfast with bacon? Because I'm down with that. Hey, Fred and Ron, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us on the Roz and Mocha Show. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Yo, Christina, it's Roz and Mocha.
Hey, how are you?
Good. So you love your sister-in-law, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes it's tough.
All right. So Christina, you wrote, says, Roz and Mocha fixed my life. I have a sister-in-law who's 10 years older than me and acts like a little kid. For example, she asked to borrow money to buy something on Amazon, and she said that she would pay me by the end of the month and never did, but she had money to go and get her nails and eyelashes done.
Girl.
It's a different budget. You don't know that? I told my husband, which is her brother, that she was asking for money and that she's not paying me back, and then he talked to her about it. She then sent you a text message getting mad for complaining to her brother, which is your husband. You said that you love her, but sometimes she needs to grow up and stop asking me for money.
So, Christina, how much does she owe you?
It was only like $100. I sort of got it back, but...
What do you mean you sort of got it back?
Well, I got my money back, but she really didn't pay for it.
Who paid for it?
Mommy and Daddy.
Oh, how old is she?
She's like maybe 36, 37.
Oh, okay. So like proper grown.
Yeah, grown ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is everybody in the family letting all this behavior just sort of slide? Is it because she's been like this forever?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think she was just spoiled growing up,
Okay.
and I grew up differently than that. So
Why are you lending her money?
you know what? It's family. You know, if someone's in need of something, you know, I'm gonna do my best to, you know, help out. And then I have a problem. I can't really say no to people sometimes. So that's my downfall.
Is this the first time that you've lent her money, or no? I'm going to assume that it's not.
No, it's not. Sometimes it's not always about lending money, but like, you know, little things of like, you know, paying for this, paying for that type of thing. So
And she doesn't reciprocate. She doesn't pay you back. She doesn't offer to pay
not
for
really.
anything else. Yo, why are you letting this girl take advantage of you?
You know what? It's family. You know, at the end of the day, like, I'm stuck for them for life, so I don't want to cause problems.
You're not stuck with her for life, though.
What did she want to?
I know.
What did she want to buy on Amazon that you gave her $100 for?
She just moved into an apartment, so she was just buying little things for the house. So she said she was short on cash.
Okay, you have to stop doing that. And this
Yeah, I know.
isn't so much. Yeah, she has her own things that she needs to figure out. Like, why are you 36 and still, you know, acting like a kid and making everybody in your family sort of pick up all your pieces because
I know.
you refuse to grow up. But you have to stop lending her money, and this is not a family sort of thing. Now, we've talked about this before when it comes to lending family members money, okay? Especially if they say that they need the money for something like rent, but you suspect that they're spending it on something else. Now, you can lend a family member money, but you can also ask them for receipts.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? Growing up, for like my side of the family, we don't like lend money. I don't know if it's like we all work in like finance type of aspect.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, you work hard for your things, right?
Yeah, especially your nails and your
like,
eyelashes.
Yeah.
What does that cost? What does it cost to get your nails and your lashes done?
It depends where you go. If you get the really fancy nails, they can go up to like $150.
And what about the lashes?
Eyelashes, easy, like full sets, probably like $180, $200,
Okay.
depending where you go.
You think that your sister-in-law spent like $300 on nails and lashes?
You know what? She turned around and told me they were fake eyelashes, so they're probably like, you know, cheaper. But at the end of the day,
more than what she owed you for her Amazon purchase.
Yeah.
Listen, Christina, next time she asks you for money, just be straight up and be like, I can't. No.
Yeah.
I'm not going to defend your sister-in-law in any way because I think that she needs to get her act together and grow up and start taking responsibility. But I will say that a lot of this is on you. Your excuse of, you know, you don't say no to family and she's family and we're going to be stuck together forever. That is just like, you need to be able to say no. And the problem with all of this, it's not that it's money or that she's not paying you back. The problem in all of this is that you can't say no.
Yeah.
That's what needs to be fixed.
I know. I feel bad. So that's my problem.
Yeah. And that's a you problem, not a her problem.
Yeah.
You know, and that is what you have to fix. It's not that you have to have all these conversations about, everybody knows the sister's lousy. Everybody in the family knows that the sister's a sponge, right? Everybody knows that. It's not new.
Yeah.
You're not going to get anything out of them. You're going to go, oh my God, I lent her money and she didn't pay me back. Every single person in that family is going to go, yeah, and?
Yeah, that's your problem. Yeah.
Does your husband give her money?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, did she ever ask him? And he says
no?
Yeah,
she
your
just
husband
straight
says
up
no
no.
to his sister and you can't say no? Come on,
I
Christina.
know. when they caught me in like such a moment, it's like, oh, can you just buy this on Amazon? Because I was on it. I was just like, okay.
She's trying to take advantage of your Prime
Yeah.
account.
Yeah.
Free shipping, right?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, Prime, right?
No, listen, Prime is a privilege.
What are you going to do next time she asks you for money?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
N-O. Listen,
Say
I love
it with
you.
confidence.
Yes.
What are you going to do next time she asks you for money?
N-O means no.
Doesn't sound confident.
You're going to have to practice.
I'm at work. I'm at work. I'm at work.
I got you. Yeah, your problem is not your sister-in-law. Your problem is that you can't say no.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Christina.
Thank you.
All right, girl.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Do you buy a lot of stuff on sale?
I try to, yeah.
Yeah.
I try to buy stuff on sale, depending on what it is.
I'm just trying to make my
I
way
would say most stuff I purchase is on sale.
So they say that the average person last year spent $8,000 on stuff that was on sale. Because for me, like I don't shop sales. I only buy the stuff that I really need.
Sure.
Because for me, I'm the type of person, if I see something that is regularly $300 on sale for $200, I'm not saving $100. I'm spending $2.
Right. Yeah,
right.
I guess it's an added bonus if it's on sale.
I've never bought something just because it was on sale.
But what if it's a deal that you just can't refuse?
But if it's something that I absolutely need, a
Only if it's
sale
something that
wouldn't
you need,
matter.
yeah. No, but sometimes you hold out for sales, or sometimes you see it and it's on sale. You're like, maybe I do need that.
But like what? Give me an example of something you would buy just because it's on sale.
Clothes, a bag, an accessory.
An accessory? Like what? Like a brooch?
Because of all the accessories that you walk in here wearing or holding in your hand?
I've never seen, you don't even wear a belt.
Yeah.
I bought a belt once because it was on sale.
Right, but
then it broke.
What accessories do you have?
Like some hats. Matthew buys scarves.
You and Matthew, I know this for fact. You and Matthew have one hat that you share.
It's true. It's the communal. We call it the communal hat. But we bought. Look, our window coverings were on sale.
Whatever. Anyway, they say $8,000 is what people spent on things on sale last year.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast.
Hello.
Hey, Vanessa, it's Roz and Mocha.
Hi.
How you doing, girl?
Good. You?
Good. Do you have a second, or are you still cleaning the house?
I'm still cleaning.
Oh, okay. Vanessa lives in New Brunswick, by the way, Roz.
Okay.
Vanessa texted us at 925-555, said that she listens to the show, to the Roz and Mocha Show, in the morning, and it helps her get through the day as she cleans the house. So we just wanted to say hi, and thank you for listening.
You're welcome.
How do you listen in New Brunswick? Are we on in New Brunswick? We're not on in New Brunswick.
We're not, no.
Oh.
You can listen online, though.
No, it's on the TV.
Right, that's right.
I
On Rogers
gotcha.
TV, you can get the Roz and Mocha Show.
Right.
So how long does it typically take for you to clean the house?
Well, with 2 kids, it takes a long time.
Okay, here's a question. How many kids do you have, and how old are they?
I have 2 kids, 7 and 8.
Yeah.
And I have a 17-year-old stepdaughter.
In your house right now, Vanessa,
Mm-hmm.
which is the absolute worst room to clean?
The kitchen.
Yeah? Is that the one that you despise? Do you leave that room? Do you leave the kitchen last, or do you start with the kitchen because you know it's the worst?
I start with it, and then I work my way out.
Yeah, I always find that I start with the thing that is going to give me the most satisfaction once it's complete, because that satisfaction then motivates me to clean these sort of smaller areas in the house.
True.
Like if I go to the place that's the absolute disaster and I knock it out of the park and it's spotless, that motivates me to then sort of go and, you know what, I'll refold the towels, or I'll go and do the bathroom, or I'll go and do all this other stuff. You can't leave the worst for last. You will find everything else in the house to do before you walk into that kitchen.
I usually leave the worst for maybe second. I enjoy vacuuming, so I'll start vacuuming, and then I will go to, let's say, clean the toilet and clean the bathroom, and then continue with everything else.
Yeah. What causes, aside from the 7-year-old and the 8-year-old, what's the cause of all the mess? What are you normally cleaning up all the time?
After my husband.
Oh. Wow.
So it's the husband, not your kids.
Well, I work nights, so when I come home, I've got their supper dishes and everything. Homework.
I know what that's like. I've had that look. I got that look the other day where Catherine had a shoot that she had to go on in the evening, and then we sort of just like crossed paths as I was coming home and she was leaving. And when I got home, the kitchen was like super spotless, right?
Yeah.
It was beautiful. And then I had to like
Because she had cleaned it.
She had cleaned it.
it. Okay.
And then I like cooked dinner and everything else. And I'm not a clean as you go type, right? I like to do it all and then I clean up at the end.
Yeah, same.
And the problem was that she came home while I was still in the process and saw what I had done to her kitchen.
Right.
It's not good. And then I immediately have to say, close your eyes right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, close your eyes.
Go watch TV.
I'm going to shut the lights.
Go somewhere else.
You're going to walk through this area right now and you're going to go somewhere else. By the time you look back, your kitchen will have been restored to its original sort of state.
Right.
But it's not good when you get that look. When somebody's worked so hard on something and you come in and go, oh my God, this is so great. I'm going to destroy it. It's not, nobody wants to come home and see that. Nobody.
Well, Vanessa, we don't want to take up too much of your time. We know you have a full house to clean, but out there in New Brunswick, we just wanted to say thank you for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show and for being such a dedicated fan.
You're welcome.
And between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Well, I heard the last girl said Mocha, so I'll pick Roz.
Oh, so like out of pity?
No.
Oh, but what's in your heart?
Roz.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sounds legit. Thanks.
Thanks, Vanessa. I love you.
Have a good day.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Let me tell you this story out of Ottawa real quick. By the way, shout out to Kiss 105.3 in Ottawa. Roz and Mocha Show airs out there. So hello to everyone in Ottawa. A resident called in the early evening last week to report what sounded like a distressed youngster in a wooded area in the north end of their...
Like a lost kid?
Property, yeah. Like a kid screaming.
Oh, Jesus.
So police officers showed up. Searched and everything. Didn't find anything at all.
Nothing.
Right?
That's even more terrifying.
A neighbor that they talked to said that she could account for all three of her children. So it wasn't any of her kids, the neighbor's kids.
Okay.
But they heard like children screaming. And then that woman's husband came back to the house while the police were still there and explained that his goat had been screaming after getting its head stuck in a fence.
No.
And the farmer said that the goat screaming could be mistaken for a child scream.
No.
And then he even walked the officers out to where the goat was stuck and was like, here's where it was stuck.
Yeah.
This is the fence. I was able to set the goat free.
Poor goat.
But when you go back, you think about it, and we've played this multiple times on the show.
Goats are terrifying when you don't know it's a goat.
Goats are yelling or screaming. They sound like human beings, right?
Yeah.
So there's no reason to not believe that this person who called the police in Ottawa saying that, hey, there's some kids screaming on my property, to not know that it wasn't a goat.
Yeah. It's terrifying. Let me tell you, if you're at home alone, right? If you're at home alone and you live in the woods and you hear that, I was out at a friend's place years ago when I was in like early high school. I had a friend of mine that moved out to Nova Scotia, and they lived in the middle of nowhere. It was their house on one side of the street and then a field on the other side of the street that was attached to some farm. And I remember being woken up in the middle of the night where it is pitch black and it's like, it's foggy because Nova Scotia's foggy. Like there's all this stuff. It was cold. And I woke up to a sound of it was the most horrific thing I had ever heard in my life. And it was terrifying. And I didn't know where I was and I didn't know what was happening. And it just sounded like murder, right? Like absolute murder.
Like that?
And the way it was explained to me, I was like, what is going on out there? And they had said, oh, that's what a horse in heat sounds like. What? Now, I don't know whether it was an actual horse in heat or if horses go in heat or if they do what sounds they make, but that's the way he explained it to me. And so ever since then, when anybody talks about horses or anything else, that is all I hear. Like it ruined horses for me.
Let me play you this. My wife, I hope you can hear it.
Okay.
But my wife, Jenna, was out for a walk with the dog yesterday.
Oh, no.
And she filmed, she could hear a noise coming from the sewer.
Oh,
and she
shut
filmed,
up.
No, swear, listen to this. I don't even know if you can hear it.
Okay.
But It sounds like there's something getting attacked.
In the sewer?
Listen, hold on.
Oh, God. Shut up. That's in the sewer?
Yeah.
No way. What did she do about it?
She said prior to hearing that noise or recording, it was even louder.
I notice how in the video she's a good 15 feet away when really she should be right up on it, right? Because it's too terrifying. It's too terrifying. What could possibly be going on in a sewer? Man, when you come home and you got video where you say, I think something was getting killed in the sewer, you have to sell the house.
Honey, we're moving.
Right?
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So apparently yesterday was a National Shower with a Friend Day.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you know every day is a day.
Yeah.
So yesterday was National Shower with a Friend Day.
Like a friend or like
Let me
a
read you
lover?
the description.
Thank you. Okay, I'm confused.
This day actually exists to educate people on the harmful effects of chlorine and the importance of showering with filtered water. Consider using a filter for your showers. Involving a friend is up to you.
Okay.
So I know Dammit Maury did not read the full description. All he saw was, hey, it's National Shower with a Friend Day. I'm going to hit record on my phone while hopping in the shower and then yelling out to my husband, Dammit Matthew, to say, come join me in the shower.
You don't often shower together though, right? You're not one of those couples?
Have you ever? No, right? I'm going to guess no.
Once I jumped in.
Once you jumped in.
And what happened?
I was pushed out.
Right.
Okay. So here's how that interaction went yesterday.
Matthew. What? Okay, come on in. Hop in. We're going to shower together.
I don't need a shower right now.
No, but it's Shower with a Friend Day, and you're my best friend in the whole world.
Okay. The shower is too small for two people in it.
Come on, man. It's Shower with a Friend Day. Now we have an excuse to shower together.
Maureen, who showers at 7:30? Like, I'm literally cooking right now. Dinner. I'm cooking your dinner.
I'm going to splash you.
Maureen, you're getting the floor wet. Turn that off now.
But I'm splashing you.
Okay, stop. Can you stop? I'm gonna go to the junction box and turn off the hot water. Water valve.
It's not run by electricity.
Whatever. Valve underneath the sink.
Oh, no.
You're gonna clean the floor too now?
Oh, that worked out well.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hello, James.
Jane?
Oh, John.
Hi, Mocha. How are you?
Good. How are you, John?
So many fake names. This is what happens when everybody gives us a fake name, is that we start getting fake names confused.
I know. All right, John.
Okay, John, you wrote us this. Roz and Mocha, please fix my life. I'm 23, still living at my parents, and have been working full-time for a year now, saving up for a house. I found the girl that I want to spend the rest of my life with and move into our first home together. I've saved enough to almost put a down payment down on a house, but the problem is all my girlfriend does is spend. I talked to her and told her my position, and she seemed to understand and wanted to start saving too, but ended up buying herself a $2,500 Gucci purse as her, quote, last purchase. I guess my question is, how do I convince my girlfriend to start saving so we can do this ASAP? And also, is it fair for me to expect her to contribute to our house, or is this something that I should handle on my own?
What is the expectation from her?
There really is no expectation from her. She wants to move out ASAP too. Like, that's kind of our plan, but she's kind of like, she doesn't really know what she wants to do right now. She wants to be a lawyer, and she's kind of studying for her LSATs and doing stuff, so she doesn't really have like a set plan, but she does know she wants to move out.
When it comes to living together, and so she still lives at home, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, so the thing that we don't teach kids while growing up and then they become young adults is we don't teach them anything about money. And we don't teach them anything about responsibility, and we don't teach them anything about debt, and we don't teach them anything about any of that stuff. And then you send them out on their own, and then they find a guy like you, or vice versa, where you move in together, and they have absolutely no idea on how to make a budget, how to save, the importance of saving, and all this stuff. And then you're going to move in together, and you love this girl, and she loves you. And what's going to happen is money is the thing that destroys relationships. I would even say more so than like secrets and infidelity. The thing you're going to argue about the most is money, and that is when resentment sets in. And as soon as you resent the person that you live with, that is so hard to come back from.
Yeah.
Okay. And, you know, as far as her contributing, I think that if there's no kids involved, it is absolute insanity to think that somebody can live a life in a house and not contribute in any way. Financially, it doesn't have to be equal, right? Like down the middle. Like if you make more than she does or you have more than she does, it just has to feel equal between the two of you.
Right.
Okay?
Have you talked about
Cool,
that though? Like how the bills are going to work, how payments are going to happen for this place?
Not really as of yet, because we just started. Like, I've kind of just like gotten to a point where I feel like I should start looking and whatnot. So it's kind of all just like starting to tumble now, and that's why these questions got brought up. And
who brings it up though? Like the conversation of the two of you moving in together. Is it always you? Is it her? Like, does she bring it up every now and then?
Yeah, she brings it up every now and then. We talk about it. Yeah, we talk about it quite often to you know, my parents and her parents and whatnot. We're trying to just figure out like the best course of action, because I'm not renting. That's like my set goal. Like I do not want to rent. I want to find a place, get a mortgage, and have that. That's what I'm saving towards. So
yeah, does she know that she's got a spending problem?
She does. she does, and she wants to try and start, but it's I don't know, when you're set in your ways, I feel like, and you're used to like doing your spending every single week, it's like kind of hard to get out of it, and that's kind of where I was looking for you guys.
Yeah, it's not about spending, it's about responsibility, and it sounds like right now she doesn't have any.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because she lives at home, people take care of her, right? Like that's just the way it goes. I will say this, that when it comes to having the conversation about spending, the one thing you cannot do is you can't compare, okay? You can have a conversation, you guys can build a partnership, but you can't say, you spend all this money at the end of every month, I don't spend anything. Like you can't compare, right? That doesn't go over well.
Here's what I think, and I don't know how well this would go over, John. What's your fake name again? Oh, John. John. If the two of you sat down, and we've, kind of recommended this before, where you work out a budget for everything that was spent in the past month between the two of you, right?
Yeah.
And take a look at that and say, okay, in order for us to make these payments, like here's exactly what we're both spending collectively. Here's how much we would need of that to spend on heating the place / cooling the place. Here's how much we need for our mortgage. We know we're going to need to furnish the place. Kind of like go through those steps. So then that way you're not saying you need to stop buying $2,500 Gucci purses.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
You need to know your number. I know what my number is, and when I say my number, I know what it costs to run our lives for a month, and that is everything that goes towards the house, school, food, internet, everything. I know the number of what it costs to just run our life for a month. And so if everything goes to hell, that's the only number that we need to cover. Okay.
Right.
And with you guys, you need to figure out what your number is, figure out how much you want to save, and then figure out what you guys can spend.
Right.
And don't forget, you got to factor in emergency funds too. Just in case money.
Also, no credit cards.
No, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I think that's the biggest problem right now.
No more Gucci purses.
No more Gucci
listen,
purses.
I've seen some of them purses. They are pretty dope.
Yeah,
I understand why she said, quote, last purchase. Like, sometimes you need that
it was
Gucci
a pretty
bag.
boss feeling too. Yeah, like walking in the Gucci.
But you can do the goal here, okay, when you move in with somebody and you don't want to talk about finances, the goal is to just make sure resentment never sets in, because it will. And that's going to kill you.
Absolutely. That's
okay?
really good advice.
All right, brother.
Cool.
All right, thanks, Peter.
All right.
James. John.
Okay. Have a great day.
Whatever your fake name is. John.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
Did you ever see Hamilton?
I did not.
No?
Even
Did you see
while
Hamilton?
the hype was
No.
going about.
No, I've not. No.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it, but I knew that the movie was coming out. And it's not odd that they would make a movie based on a Broadway play.
Yeah.
But so the story is this, is that Disney just paid what could be the biggest film acquisition of all time for Hamilton, which is $75 million.
Woo!
But
wow.
the movie's already done.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because what the movie is they just shot the play.
Wait, what?
So they brought...
So it's not like with special effects and this and that?
No. They shot 3 different nights of the play, and then
With
one day...
Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Yeah, with the original cast. It was before the original cast left. And so they shot
in
3 nights. They shot 3 nights of the play, and then with an audience, and then they shot 1 night without an audience so they could get all the shots that they needed to without having to worry about people. And then they just put all that together. So what the movie is just a really great seat for the play.
Which I see nothing wrong with.
But this was done, like this was already prepackaged or like filmed and edited.
It's done.
Like already.
Yeah.
And it's only Disney that then said, okay, we want to buy the rights to it.
Because there was a bidding war for it.
Because that was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Why is it taking so long?
There was a bidding war for it.
Because Hamilton blew up. Like 4 years ago, right?
Yeah,
4 or 5 years ago.
And the problem is that with those plays, right?
Yeah.
It was like, I don't even know. It's the most famous play to come out in decades. Everybody who is interested in that wishes they could have seen the original play with the original cast.
That's what everybody wants.
That's what everybody wants. So instead of doing a movie version of Hamilton, where you go to sets and you write a new script and you do everything else, the movie version of Hamilton is just the play on the big screen.
And can I tell you something? I've seen a movie like this where I went to the theater and I watched a play that was filmed in London.
Yeah.
And it was, you saw the audience, like you saw shots of the audience.
Was it enjoyable?
I loved it.
You did?
I absolutely
Because I don't know how I
loved it.
feel about that.
But how is that any different then from when you watch like a comedy special on Netflix?
It's kind of the same thing.
Right? It's filmed over multiple nights. It's a stage performance.
But that is
you see the crowd.
But that's a comedy special.
Expected.
This is
It's expected,
when you
yeah.
hear the movie rights for Hamilton. You think the movie rights for Hamilton, that
No,
they're
it's-
going to shoot a movie.
It's the movie rights for a film of the play.
Right.
Which is the information they should have
but man,
given
that's
us before.
That's a lot of money.
Sound as fancy.
That's a lot of money for a movie that's already
So,
done
are they-
$75 million.
But here's the question. Are they releasing it
in 2021
in theaters, or is this just going to go straight to the Disney streaming platform?
global theaters.
What?
Yeah, global theaters.
Now, but
Yeah,
here's
man.
the next question: is that going to upset the people who are putting on Hamilton on stage? Because now everyone's going to go to the theater to watch the original.
All those local productions are going to get canceled, man.
I know. Sorry, guys.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So last night in Miami, everything is happening in Miami right now because of the Super Bowl. It's turned from Super Bowl Sunday to Super Bowl weekend to Super Bowl week.
Yeah.
Like everything is just happening down there. And Lizzo did a show last night. And the thing where everybody lost their minds was she brought out Harry Styles and they did Juice. And they're like flirty on stage, and she's like grabbing at him, and he's like grabbing at her, and he danced. Because the weird thing is, Harry Styles, right? When they were in 1D, the thing about 1D being a boy band is 1D didn't dance. There was no choreography in 1D. And so Harry's on stage with Lizzo doing full choreography with her. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool.
This is Lizzo introducing Harry Styles on stage.
I need to bring somebody out. Ladies and gentlemen, Harry Styles!
So of course he walks out, everybody goes nuts to get into the song. His version of this. It was on the BBC, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It's such a good song, though. I wish we had like a real copy of this.
Like, I wonder if they would, or is it too late now to do a version with the two of them and just like release it for the fans?
It would never be too late. It would never be too late.
Well, hopefully we get that.
Yeah, I
Seeing
would
as how
love
this
that.
blew up on social.
Yeah. They're good together, those two.
They're really, really good. And they're
It's
fun.
weird. I never
It's such a
would,
fun song.
and I never would have put them together either.
Yeah, but it's a fun song.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
Lizzo bringing out Harry Styles in Miami last night.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
It's about that time, yeah.
About that time. Everybody on the podcast, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's do the news!
A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
Madonna is taking heat from a lot of sensitive people for calling Canada boring in a video where she was offering up her New York City apartment to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
Harry, don't run off to Canada. It's so boring there. I'll let them sublet my apartment in Central Park West.
Oh.
2-bedroom. It's got the best view of Manhattan.
Okay, whatever. How old is she now? Like 90?
What's the matter? And then she goes on to say that Canada's just full of people with woolly hats. You missed that. You missed that at the end by not playing the whole clip. What's the matter with you? Why don't you like that?
That's going to be a winner. That's going to be the deal breaker. No, Buckingham Palace has got nothing on CPW.
No.
He was better, that's for sure.
Yeah, sure. Bunch of guys in woolly hats.
Shut up, you old dinosaur.
What's the matter with you?
Nobody want your...
What, people can't say Canada's boring?
No.
What's the matter? Why not?
This is my country like that?
Why not? Listen, if you're gonna say something is boring or something is exciting, you're not just saying it on its own. Okay, you have to compare it to something. So if the alternative is, if we're looking at, you know, building a life in Victoria, British Columbia, or Central Park West in New York City, and we're saying that Canada is boring when you're comparing those two, you're allowed.
Also, she's always had a issue with Canada because I almost tried to arrest her once.
Yeah.
Because she's old.
It's not because she's old. No. Anyway, so people are really not liking Madonna over the Canada's boring thing.
Okay, boomer.
Because we're so sensitive here. Bachelor star Pete was on... was it Good Morning America yesterday morning? No? Where did he say this? He was on television yesterday, and they asked him about Victoria F's controversy where they did a cover shoot for Cosmo, and then Cosmo said they weren't going to do it because they found pictures where Victoria F was at one time modeling for a White Lives Matter campaign, which then turned out to be about white marlin, as in the fish, and ocean conservation, but the words White Lives Matter was still on the shirts. And so here is Pete's wonderful insight.
So yeah, what are your thoughts on that, and just knowing that she was involved in something that, you know, Cosmo said they don't agree with at all?
Yeah, just be completely honest, I can't really speak too much on it because I don't really know many facts about the whole situation. I just recently heard about that with the cover being removed, but you know, obviously during that moment too, I knew nothing about that. None of us did. All I can speak on is the time I was able to spend with Victoria throughout this experience, and I truly enjoyed my experience with her. I really feel like she's a good person, and she's got a lot of endearing qualities, and I just hope that people can form their opinion on her based off what they see, you know, between the two of us and her time on the show. She's not perfect. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect, but yeah, that's all I can really say on that.
Gotcha. I will say, spoiler alert, by the way, okay? Listen, Bachelor, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. I always get in trouble.
Oh, no, you're not gonna...
I always get in trouble for doing the spoiler and then saying spoiler alert, so I'm going to say spoiler alert now.
You're not going to pull a reality Steve here, are you?
No. But I will say this, and it makes a whole lot of sense for him to be this sort of on her side with Victoria F, because from what I've heard, she goes pretty far in the show.
Like to the end?
And from what I've heard, modeling a White Lives Matter shirt is not the worst piece of information that's going to come out about her on this show. Jay-Z says that he and Beyonce were not intentionally sitting during the national anthem at the Super Bowl on Sunday, and it was not a protest. He tried to clear things up. According to Jay-Z, both he and Beyonce were, quote, hyper-focused on Demi Lovato's performance, and that they, quote, immediately jumped into artist mode. And he and Beyonce were just closely examining the performance from the technical aspects. In addition, he also insisted that there was no need for, quote, silent protest because the 2020 Super Bowl, thanks to his partnership with the NFL, that he was already making the biggest, loudest protest of all through the diversity of this year's performers, because Jay-Z was the one who booked everybody or convinced everybody to perform.
I have something to say.
Yes, sir.
He could have done all of that standing up as well.
Yes, I agree. R.I.P. BlackBerry again.
Huh?
So BlackBerry smartphones looking like they're going to disappear once and for all.
Are they going to be able to send one last ping to the world?
TCL Communications, a Chinese phone maker, has announced that it will stop selling BlackBerries on August 31st, 2020.
Oh, no.
Current BlackBerry owners, however, listen up, both of you, will still be provided with customer and warranty service for a further 2 years, the company stated.
Just ping each other back and forth.
There's just two people.
Ping, ping,
Yoo-hoo!
And now it's time for Ask Roz and Mocha.
Hey, what's up, Kim?
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So what is your question for Ask Roz and Mocha?
Okay, so I wanted to know if Roz still has the same thought process about escalators.
Oh.
Okay. When you say the same thought process about escalators, what are you talking about?
Like, you have to only stand, and if someone wants to walk behind you, because I experience that multiple times a day, and it's so annoying.
Yeah.
Wait, which part do you experience multiple times a day? Where you want to walk up the escalator and people won't let you, or you're bothered by people walking up escalators?
Yeah, I want to walk up, and no one lets me.
Okay. Well, good for them. I applaud them. First of all, you know me. I think the escalator is the greatest invention of all time. Well, top three, anyway. Next to Microsoft Excel and fingernail clippers.
Okay.
Those are the three greatest inventions of all time.
Sure.
But my thing with escalators is I think that if you're going to use something, you should use it for its intended purpose. And that is to take you from the bottom to the top. And I don't care how much of a rush I am in, I will never walk up an escalator or walk down an escalator. Because to me, it's almost insulting to the invention itself.
Right.
To diminish the capabilities and the thought that went into the escalator to walk up an escalator or especially walk down an escalator. Come on.
Things evolved, though, from the way they were meant to use.
No. Like what? Walking? No.
No, she means escalators.
No, walking up an escalator is de-evolving, if that's even a term. That just then becomes stairs, right? So you just use the technology for what its intended purpose was, which was to take you from the bottom to the top.
Then why are they shaped like stairs?
Well, what else shape are they going to be?
What if it was like, I don't know, seats?
Then you would sit.
Right? But if they're stairs, what do you use
thank
stairs
you, Maury, for backing up my opinion. You would sit if it was shaped like stairs.
No, but stairs are meant to walk on.
No, it's not.
I would love
It's not stairs. It's
if
an escalator.
escalators were made with seats that you could sit on.
Yeah, like why
with
don't
chairs.
exactly?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Like what if it was like, you know those things that you
Acorns.
put in old people's houses?
The acorn.
Yeah, where it goes up you run a rail up the side of your stairs and you just sit and it
That would
takes
be
you just
so
right
amazing.
up to bed. That's what
Yeah,
I want.
that'd
Like
be
that
amazing.
to me, that's next.
If you're at the
right?
mall and you got all sorts of bags in your hands,
Yes.
and you just go take a quick seat for 20 seconds.
Oh, it's so good. It's just like when people think that they're doing a great thing when they take the stairs at work. No, you're not. Take the elevator at work. Work out on your own time.
We have signs here that encourage the
I
taking
know it.
the
It's so
stairs.
it bothers me.
God.
Don't make me feel guilty when I go to work about my physical health. Right? It's not your responsibility. I hate that. When I'm standing beside an escalator or was standing beside an elevator and the stairs are right beside it and there's a door that is like, think about your health today. Why not take the stairs? No. Not at work. You don't get to shame me like that.
Wow.
So
I went to an Elton John concert and there was one of those acorn stair thingies where you sit on and it brings you up. And in between sets, Elton John sat in this and it brought him around to backstage.
Because he doesn't walk backstage?
No.
See, that's what you get.
That's a pretty boss move, though.
Thank
I'll
you,
say.
right?
But if you're Elton
Yes.
John, sure. Why? That's
Yes.
expected. I'm like,
Yes.
what are you doing wasting your time using your legs for?
No.
Right?
no.
Sit on that ass.
Yes.
Hey,
Right?
Kim, thanks so much,
It
girl.
would be.
Thank you.
It sounds like
Later.
you're hanging out with birds.
I know,
don't even know what the
I'm
hell's
being
going on. Like chirps, man.
Okay.
So anyway, do I still have those feelings about escalators? Obviously, no.
What if you're running late? What if you're running
Obviously,
late?
no. I do not. I will never walk up an escalator.
So if you're running late, you're like, I'm already late.
I'm standing.
Miss Finsta wants to know craziest/weirdest places you've ever, quote, made out.
Oh, Jeez.
Roz is like, let me pull out the list.
Like, what's like my crazy and unusual might not be somebody else's crazy or unusual, but
Like the kitchen?
and vice versa.
The kitchen. Don't tell me that's your answer, Maury.
No, mine's the underground parking lot.
Why is that crazy and unusual?
Well, that's all I have.
Oh. I say that's what I get. It's all relative to the individual, I guess,
movie
right?
theater.
Movie theater. That's what they're designed for.
I
That's
know,
like an
but
escalator.
I used to trick this guy where I would put one of those like Maltesers.
You got to
in.
pause for 1 second, okay? Because whenever you start a story, Maury, that involves making out, and you start your story with I used to trick people, you really have to watch what's going to come out of your mouth next, because that can get you in a lot of trouble.
No, but you have to finish this. Listen to the
I'm
story.
just okay, but I get
No, listen.
nervous.
I'm sure Bill Cosby said the exact same
Okay.
thing. Listen to my story first.
I just get I get nervous when you start sentences like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try it a different way then.
Okay. Please.
So there was this guy once that I tricked.
Okay.
Theo.
Okay.
So I would put like a Malteser in my mouth, and I'd be like, because he really liked Maltesers as well. I'm like, oh, the only way you can get one, you got to take it out of my mouth.
Right.
But what about the rest that are in the box?
No. I hid the box behind me, right? So I'd be like, okay, if you want the Maltesers, you have to take it out of my mouth. And that's like sort of the way into Kiss.
That's the way you Maltesed them?
And Maltesed him in the movie theater.
And then would you just pass it to him like with your tongue, or would you actually kiss?
No, I push it out with my tongue, and then our tongues would touch.
But that's not making out.
That's not making out, man. So we're going to take movie theater off your list.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not making out.
That's not making out.
Pass somebody a Malteser with your mouth.
No, that's not
making out. Do you know what making out means?
Yeah, your tongue's touch.
No, that's not making out.
my
Like having
God,
having a good makeout session.
Oh, I once had a great makeout session where the guy had like a goatee, and then I left his place, and I was like all scabby and rashy from his goatee, and I was like, I felt really like I did a boss move, because look at me, I'm all scabby and rashy because I made out.
Okay, explain, because I still don't think that you understand what making out
No, because
means.
like when we were making out, like his goatee was rubbing on my face, right?
So were you really making out, or you're just passing him Maltesers?
No, we were really making out.
Okay.
To the point where I left all scabby and
then
rashy.
sometimes there's like drool, and if he's a wet kisser, then you get wet hair rubbing on wet skin, and then it irritates it, and it's not good.
And sometimes your nose is involved.
But
like you start at your nose.
But did you like that at all? Do you like making out with a guy that has a beard and stuff like that, or no?
Sometimes. No, not usually. No, I don't like when...
The truth came out. He said sometimes.
Right, you know what I mean?
If that's your initial answer, then the answer is yes.
No, but I much prefer
Also, isn't
no...
it funny how he says sometimes instead of I used to?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bro,
Because we
honestly,
both know your husband's clean shaven, right? Like in a situation like that, you say, I don't know, I used to, but you never say sometimes.
Yeah. Here, bit of advice: you should just delete Grindr from your phone.
Dude, it's not on there.
Sometimes I do. Like if you said to me, like if you said,
Or even if you said,
Yeah.
like, you know what? Back in the day before Matthew, sometimes.
Yeah, but you're just sometimes. It's like, yeah, it's so weird, man. It's very odd. Okay, so back to making out. So Maury, and where did that make out happen?
Which one, the Malteser or the facial hair guy?
Well, the Malteser was
rash.
not a making out. We established that's not a making out.
The one where you got the rash.
It was at his place.
At his place.
Yeah.
And is this on the couch or in the bed?
In bed.
In bed. Okay, and how do you get from the couch to the bed? What's the move at that point?
Oh, there was no couch involved. We just like went to...
Was it futon?
I was there to make out.
You were there to make
Oh,
out. So
yeah.
you walk in and what happens?
And immediately we start making out right away kind of thing.
Now,
was this limited.
Was this your boyfriend?
No. It was just somebody I worked with at the time.
Okay, somebody you worked with at the time.
God.
Yeah.
In one story, honestly,
Yeah.
in one story, we're getting Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein.
Dude, I used to have a great life.
Okay, used to again.
Holy cow.
Yeah, sounds great so far. Yeah, sounds real great, right? Rashy and scabby's better than what you have now,
And trickery.
right? Yeah, rashy, scabby, trickery.
Let's put it out
is
there. You
better.
can't do those things anymore.
Okay, sure. Okay, we can say that. So this was just designed. It was only going to be a makeout
It's
session.
like, dude, we have like half an hour. Let's go.
Okay, and what would you do? You would just go over and kiss?
We'd start kissing and
Yeah.
stuff, and then sort of rub privates.
Okay, but like,
Bro, you're 41 years old.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know, man. I don't know about you.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
I don't even believe the story.
Me neither.
Yeah. I
No,
don't
me
believe the
neither.
story
I
at
don't
all.
believe the story at
He
all.
was the host of a gay dating show I was a contestant on.
Okay, so you go over and you just walk right in, and then you walk right into the bedroom on the futon,
Yeah,
right?
that's
or was
right.
it a mattress on the floor?
No, it was a futon. Like,
Was
were
it
you
futon?
there?
Okay, so you walk right in, and you guys lie down on the futon. Is
Yeah.
it folded up in couch position, or is it in bed position? at
Couch
this point?
position.
Couch position.
With a
okay.
plant next to it.
Okay, yeah.
And then what? And then
very
you're the
romantic.
one that suggests let's make this into a bed?
No, it was him. He's like, before we go back and film another part of the show, like we have to have some fun.
Okay, so this was you guys doing a show where I guess a lot of the conversation with the show was talking about sex, right?
Yeah, that was
and then
like-
so you guys would get
The
all
scene
worked.
we filmed later was in a hot tub.
Okay, so you guys got all worked up doing this television show, and then like a lot of people who work on television shows with this makeout sessions, you guys basically went back to the trailer and actually made out just to get that out of your system,
Yeah.
right? And
God,
he-
I love how you tell the story.
and he had a goatee.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And that you got rashy and scabby.
And then walked out like a boss.
Oh,
Wait, but then you had to go back on TV with this nasty rash on your face?
Yeah, there was a makeup person, and she's like, "What happened?"
But didn't
I'm like,
anybody
"Oh,
ask?
Yeah, but I just said I was in the sun too long.
Right.
And it only got your face, like your mouth?
Dude, I didn't have time to come up with a better lie.
Right.
I don't know. I think you're lying right now.
Yeah,
No.
I know. Rubbing privates. Like
Yeah.
nobody says that. Nobody who's ever actually rubbed privates says rubbing privates.
Yeah.
Like, because
I
that's
think
not a
you're lying
thing.
right
Because
now.
that's not a thing.
No, but I didn't mean like we didn't put it in anything. It was just sort of like,
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Like you guys were dry humping?
Yeah, but like with clothes off.
Tummy sticks.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
I just call it.
All right. So you guys are playing tummy sticks.
I still don't believe
Me
it.
neither.
Yeah.
No, me neither. I don't believe you at all. Because I don't think people actually do that.
Oh, in our world, yeah.
No, you don't.
Oh, 1,000%.
No,
I don't believe it.
I don't believe that
If you
at
don't
all.
have time to do everything,
Yeah.
you do what you call tummy sticks.
No, I
Do
don't
you have
believe it
that
at all.
guy's phone
I don't even
number
remember his name.
in your
Yeah.
phone?
I don't even remember his name.
You don't remember his name?
I don't even remember his name.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to DM him later. I'll
Yeah.
find him. I'll find him.
Easy to find out.
Yeah, easy to find out.
I think you're
Easy.
lying.
Yeah, and if
So-
you message him and say, "Did you make out and play tummy sticks with Maury?"
Yeah.
He'll say yes.
He'll say, who's that?
Exactly.
No, man.
Exactly. Okay, so that's the weirdest place Maury's ever made out.
In a bedroom.
In a bedroom.
Wow, so weird,
I'm
Maury.
surprised, Maury, when somebody asks you the question, where's the weirdest place you ever made out? You didn't say behind my husband's back. Which should be your
That should be your number one answer.
I have made, not to go into too much, I've made out anywhere there is possible to make out.
Yeah.
In my life. Like
Sure.
you name a place, I made out in that place.
On a hill.
On a hill?
Maury, you're the worst at this game.
Looking over. No,
You are
on a hill, looking over the city.
You're the worst. You're the worst at this game. You're so terrible at this game. Okay, but yes, on a hill.
Okay. In the back seat of a car.
Yes.
Jeez, okay.
Yeah, his definition of weird is so
I know.
weird. Like you're
know.
like in no world is that weird.
Okay, like at a sporting event.
At a sport, yes, of course.
Okay, in your mom's bedroom.
Yep.
You've lived a life.
Okay, thanks, Rash.
Thanks. Listen, man, I'm not the one that got scabby.
Damn it, Rashi. I don't know. Weirdest place. I remember like when Jenna and I first met, the very first time we kissed was we went to this like super illegal party that was in like a warehouse or something that was in between two businesses, like in downtown Toronto. And it was like this crazy EDM party, and like there's drugs everywhere. And I think we had to buy our beer at like a picnic table. And they took the beer out of like these blue coolers. And I remember near the dance floor, something like that. We were making out. But in terms of like super, super weird, I can't really think of anything right now.
Okay, I'm going to name 3 places. And if you have, say, okay, I'll name 3 unusual, what would be considered to be unusual or weird places to have made out.
Okay.
Okay. And then you guys say if
Yes.
if you have. Okay. What about a hospital?
Aye.
Okay. What about church?
Aye.
Okay. What about a children's birthday party?
Aye.
Okay, there you go, right? I think that's what this person.
I
was gonna add in on a dance floor.
No, that's not weird or unusual. That's very normal. That's very normal. But when you start getting into the world of hospital, church, or children's birthday party, those are the interesting things, right?
Okay, Lisa asks, do you keep your home cool or warm in the winter?
Geez, like that. I think that's another question that's sort of relative as well, because I like to be on the couch, but I still like the temperature to be warm enough that if I'm not wearing socks, my feet don't get cold, but cool enough that I can have a blanket on me if I want one and not get overheated, right? So
I love the house to be warm, super warm all the time.
You do, huh?
Yeah, and I love it, like, even if it's warm and we put the fireplace on.
Yeah, see, I
can still have a blanket.
I had the window open in the living room the other night.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I like that breeze.
Absolutely not.
I like the
No.
freshness, the crispness. I get
In the
under
winter?
a blanket.
It's
Yeah.
nice for
Yeah,
like
I
a couple
it.
minutes,
Yeah.
but other than that, no, absolutely not.
No.
Man,
I
I only-
love a warm house.
I only open the balcony door in the wintertime to put the quinoa out there to cool down. That's it.
Why do you put the quinoa out there? I don't really care. I was just thinking, how is your place heated? Maury, in your place you have vents, right? Like you have forced air.
For what? It's like the vent on the ceiling.
Yeah, forced air. How's your house heated, Mocha? Forced
Same,
air?
yeah.
Same thing?
Yeah. Oh, forced air.
Yeah. Yeah,
What'd you
not
think he said?
forest hair.
Somebody said forest.
Yeah, no, not. Yeah,
That's what all the new condos these
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, forest hair heating.
The ventilation system
I'm
that
like,
they
okay,
use.
yep.
Yeah, yeah.
It's 100% Canadian forest air.
Yeah. See, where I have rads in my house.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and the rads are sort of all over the place. And the one beside the couch gets really scorching hot if it's turned up all the way. And if you sit anywhere near that couch and when it's on, it's like unbearable. It's like the sun.
You're just sweating.
Right? So then I turn it down to like a 2, and then I go over to the other one, I turn it to like a 2. So I can get all the rads. So it's just nice and warm. But because the rads are there, it heats the floors really well, right? And so my floors are very warm. So
Yeah.
I don't have cold floors. Even with the window open, the floors are still very
Explain
warm.
this to me. So in our place, I love it like Mocha. I love it hot.
You
and
do,
then
huh?
you even put blankets on top of you and stuff. I love it hot. But the living room is an okay temperature. The office and the den are okay temperature. The bedroom is always cold, no matter what.
What's under you and what's above you in that room? Do you know?
Under me is the person below, and above
Okay.
is the person above.
And I'm guessing it's usually with stuff like that. It's is there an outside wall? Are you guys on a corner at all, or no?
We're like, I mean, there's the windows, the outside.
So you only have
window.
one outside wall, and it's the same outside wall as the living room.
Yeah, and they came
right?
in last year and they cut a hole and realized there was no insulation. So they've recently re-insulated, and it's
Right.
still freezing.
It is. Condos, man, you never know. When they threw those things up, there's no rhyme or reason to so many problems in these condos. And you may never know. You may just have that one cold
So
room all the time.
We have 2 Dyson heaters pointed at the bed.
So where is the main vent that comes into the condo?
Living room.
Living room.
Yeah.
And is the bedroom farthest away from the living room than all the other rooms that are warm?
No, it's like right there.
It's right.
Everything's right there.
No. But okay, so the vent is in the living room. The main vent is in the living room. The
That's right.
intake is in the living room. How far are the vents in your bedroom where the hot air has to come out?
Oh, it shares. Like the one in the bedroom and the one in the living room share, what do you call it? A duct. So it's like it comes up and then it blows like it's the same vent.
Right. But because oftentimes it's distance, right? So oftentimes it may not pump hard enough. To use terms that you would understand.
Thank you.
It may not pump hard enough in order for it to get all the way there.
Or you may not have enough forest air.
Right. Yeah.
You may have to check the amount of forest air in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Kara asks, would you rather wear used underwear for the rest of your life or brush with a used toothbrush for the rest of your life?
Use toothbrush.
I would say used toothbrush as well.
Yeah.
I would say used underwear. I don't want to put
Why?
something that's been in somebody else's mouth in my mouth.
But you're going to wear the same pair of underpants for the
I
rest
mean,
of your
right now,
life?
you already wear the same underpants for like 7 days straight.
Yeah, but
Is it still 7
no,
days?
these
or
ones
is it
are new because
less?
I did Soul Cycle yesterday, so those I changed the old ones.
Right.
But I can't.
No, but your
put-
rotation, are you still on a 7-day cycle or are you less now?
No, because Matthew's caught on, so it's now like a 5-day cycle. So.
Wow, you really scaled back, huh?
But like I don't like if it's underwear and somebody else wore it, it's used underwear or something, like it's not used by you. If it's used by somebody, I mean it's like it's down there, whatever.
No, but
like,
it
I can
doesn't
deal
say
with that.
somebody else's used underwear. It could be yours.
Oh, if it's mine, then who cares? I just can't imagine putting somebody else's toothbrush in my mouth.
But then you gotta like you gotta wash your underpants like every day or at least every other day. And to me, that just seems like a pain in the ass.
Or spritz.
Spritz? What are you spritzing with?
Like Axe or cologne.
You can't put that on. No, man. You can't do that.
Or what do you call spray deodorant?
You can't put Febreze in your underpants, man. That's not good. That's not supposed to go there.
I know, but you can do whatever you want until someone catches on.
No,
man.
no.
Don't walk around with your butt smelling like Febreze.
Yeah, no, all that chemical. You can't put all that chemical by your bum and all that stuff, the whole of your wiener. Like you can't have chemicals down there like that, man. It's not good. Even cologne, you shouldn't be spraying that down there, right?
I mean, sometimes you get the sample cologne, the little wipes.
And then what do you do with it?
You wipe your undercarriage.
With cologne wipes?
Like
What?
cologne wipes.
What do you mean with the cologne wipe?
Like
What's
if you
wipe?
go to a store that you like their cologne and they give you samples.
You
Sometimes
mean like
it's
when they
the
spray it
wipes.
on a piece of cardboard?
No. In the little packet, there's like a wet nap that's soaked in the cologne.
I've never seen that before.
I've never seen
Yeah,
that before.
that's how they do samples now.
And
at
your
stores.
So they don't give you the
reaction
little,
to-
little
No.
tiny little bottles
Tube.
anymore?
No, it's a wet nap that's like soaked in the
And your
the
immediate
cologne.
reaction is to rub that on your taint?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
be
then
honest,
how do you know if it smells good?
No, but you're rubbing it all over your body and then you finish down there.
Oh,
It's
so
sort
it's
of like
okay. So it's already been in your armpit, and then you rub it on your taint.
Yeah.
Oh man.
How many times have you done this?
Many. Like if I'm going to a fancy affair.
Yeah.
A fancy affair or when you're going to have an affair?
No, if you're going to a to-do.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
If you have a to-do.
Yeah.
You'll put one of those cologne wet naps, you sort of rub it on your neck, you rub
How
it.
big is this wet nap that we're talking?
It's like the size of a restaurant wet nap, right? So you unfold it.
Right.
You rub it on your neck, you do both underarms.
Like a hobo.
Like a hobo, and then you rub down there and off you go.
Right.
And you rub down there, so in case it's like you're dancing or you're sitting for a long time and getting sweaty in your dress pants, that way at least it omits the fragrance.
Okay, so it's not, but it's so in case you start to get sweaty.
Yes.
Not in case somebody goes down there later.
No.
Okay.
It's in case if you walk by somebody or that you sit up from your chair, you don't want you just want
shouldn't be putting any chemicals down there, man. Like no colognes or anything like that.
Why?
It's
what's
not
the worst
good.
How many
It's
times
not
are
good,
you?
man.
So how many times are you using these wet naps?
Oh, I have a drawer full.
No, that's not the
And
question.
where do you get them?
I go to the same cologne store because I can't afford the cologne, and I always walk in. And if it's a different salesperson, I'll go in going, I just wanted to sample the cologne. My husband has asthma, and I just wanted to make sure that it doesn't set off his asthma.
And
so
then-
can I get some samples?
And then you walk out and they're like, that guy's got a smelly taint. They know. They know.
Here's a question from Anna. What is your go-to pizza? I assume she means like your pizza toppings. Yeah.
Generally, there's nothing better to me than a thin crust pepperoni pizza. Like to me, that's my number one. And then after that, I'll get into sort of different meat toppings. I really do love, if it's done right, I really do love chicken and pesto on a pizza. I know people have strong feelings about chicken on pizza, but when you you fold it up nicely, it becomes something almost other than pizza.
Yeah.
And it's really delicious. But for me, the classic pepperoni with really good cheese, really good sauce is just my go-to. Like I love it. There's nothing better than a classic pepperoni pizza.
I always just love a straight up meat lovers.
Oh, that's a lot of meat.
Anything with a lot of meat on it.
So even
is
burger
my
though, because I'm not a fan of I'm not a
favorite.
fan of burger on a pizza when they put burger on it.
Okay, so I guess to be specific, pepperoni or prosciutto, bacon, and sausage. Those are what I would consider my meat lovers.
I used to like bacon on pizza, then I stopped.
Why?
I don't know why, but I really do love bacon. I just stopped liking bacon on pizza. And then, because we used to order from Pizza all the time, still order from Pizza all the time. And Pizza gives you the option of bacon strip or bacon crumble. And bacon crumble was sort of like bigger, meatier bacon bits.
Yeah.
Right?
They have a good chicken one.
They do have a great chicken one. And then it was at that when I couldn't decide anymore between bacon crumble and bacon strip that I just stopped getting bacon on my pizza. And I used to get like a cheeseburger lover pizza, whatever the hell it was. And then eventually over time, I just scaled all the way back. And now if I order a pizza, it's just straight up pepperoni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I don't mind every now and then?
Yeah.
Cheese pizza.
No.
Yeah.
You need cheese pizza?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Come on.
Thin crust.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Kevin in Home Alone.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't mind just a straight up cheese pizza.
Roxy had her first calzone the other night, or panzerotto.
I have
whatever.
never had one of
What's the
those.
difference between a panzerotto and a calzone?
I think calzone is smaller than a panzo.
This thing was huge. It was the size of a boot.
Oh,
and
so good.
she had it, and it's really interesting because my kid doesn't like cheese, right? But she will eat pizza and eats the cheese and everything on a pizza. But if that same cheese is anywhere else on anything, she'll pull it off because she doesn't like cheese.
Yeah.
She only likes pizza cheese. And so I cut this calzone or panzerotto in half for her yesterday. And she opens it up and gets a fork and just starts scooping out everything.
Oh, no.
And then separates the cheese and stuffs everything back in there and then takes the empty space that was occupied previously by the cheese and just filled it with French fries.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And I was
Wait,
like,
so what happened to all that delicious cheese?
I ate it.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
And then I was
thank
like, you just created a whole new thing.
Wow.
Right? It looked awesome.
Why'd you
like
not
it
put that
looked
on social?
incredible. Why would I do that?
Just because, like, that's genius?
Nah.
That's great. I love panzos. Oh,
Yes.
my
I've never,
God.
ever had one.
You never had one?
I just assume it's a pizza folded in half, right?
No, but it's closed.
Yeah, they
It's
sort of like
closed.
seal it closed.
It's like a giant dumpling full
Yeah.
of pizza. Right? No, you know what it is? It's a huge pizza pocket.
Okay.
It's a giant sized pizza pocket.
It just sounds insanely filling.
It is very filling, very filling. The other thing I did, and I sent Mocha a video, there was a video where this guy made these sort of meatball panzerottos, and I made one last year. And you get a pizza dough, because I have the pizza oven at the cottage, and you get a small amount of pizza dough, and you make a pizza dough, super, super thin crust, that's only about, like, I would say maybe 7 or 8 inches diameter. Less than that. So let's say 6 inches diameter. And you flatten it out. And you put that in the pizza oven with no toppings on it, right? And you actually flip it while it's in the pizza oven. So you just get this pizza crust with no toppings on it. Then you take that out of the oven, and on that, you put your meatballs, your sauce, your basil, and your cheese, and then you fold that in half like a giant taco. So basically, you have this meatball sub taco on pizza crust, and it's so bloody delicious. Like, it's absolutely outstanding. And that's a new sort of pizza thing, right? Like, to me, that's still kind of pizza, but it's not really. It's just a brand new thing because I just love all those flavors.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so hungry now.
Yeah. So something like that, I
used to, my go-to was always with my dad. It was pepperoni, green pepper, and pineapple.
Oh.
But now I absolutely am obsessed with margarita pizzas.
Margarita pizza.
It's just your basic, like with buffalo mozzarella and tomato, and I just love
do you put meat on it or no?
No meat.
No meat?
No.
Yeah, because I like a margarita with a little spicy sausage on it. It's good.
Oh, do you know what else is great that Pizza does is the Beyond Meat pizzas.
Yeah.
I love it. That's so good.
Mister. That's literally just the name. And it's not
Mister?
it's not spelled out Mister. It's just MR period.
Oh.
All right. You have 2 friends.
Okay.
One is always late. The other one is a very cheap person.
Okay.
Who would bug you more?
The late person.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay. How late is always late? Let's average this out here. If we say we're going to meet somewhere and this person is chronically late,
Yes.
let's say what is the average time I will be waiting for that
Half an
individual?
hour.
Yeah, I say
30
30
minutes?
minutes or more is late. Yeah.
30 minutes.
Because 10 minutes, that's not late.
Yes, it is. 30 minutes late, or what's the other one?
Very cheap person.
I feel like the person that's always late would drive me nuts more because you are assuming that, well, then I guess you could just show up 30 minutes later yourself.
No, but then everything gets all screwed
I like to be
up.
on time. I say the person that would bug me the most is the late person.
Yeah.
Because the cheap person, maybe they can't just help the fact that they're cheap.
But what constitute as too cheap that would drive you nuts?
But there's a difference between, hold on here. There's a difference between cheap and broke. Okay. Cheap is not necessarily broke. So this isn't a person who's broke and can't afford stuff. This is a cheap person. Okay.
No, the late person would still bug me.
Would still bother you more? Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out how a cheap person affects me. in any sort of like negative way.
Well, unless it's an embarrassing cheap.
Like what though?
Like if they are the type of person to buy popcorn at a movie theater and then go to the seats and then go back 10 minutes later and say, oh, you forgot the topping, because they don't want to pay the 10 cents for the topping and they're just blaming the person.
But that affects me in no way though.
And unless you're standing with them and it's embarrassing.
Okay, maybe if you are always hanging out with this person and in your, let's say, group of friends, or maybe just you and that other person, it's kind of common that maybe one time you pick up the tab, next time they do, or you go for drinks, maybe you buy a round, and then it's expected that the other person would buy a round, but maybe they're like, we'll get a cheaper drink rather than what we've been drinking because it's my turn now, right?
Right.
Or somebody that only eats somewhere because they have a Groupon.
Right, but I would never go out with like that though. Like if we go out, I'm going to buy my own stuff. Like if we go to a movie, I'm buying my own popcorn because I don't share. If we go out for dinner, I will just pick up my own bill unless I'm paying for the whole thing or I know that you're going to pay for the whole thing.
Right.
Like I rarely split with people. Like if I go out, like the friends that I have, like for the most part, when we go out, even for just like drinks or like a little bite to eat or something like that, rarely do we split. Like one of us will just pick it up.
Right.
Like it's just sort of the way it goes. Like, so I don't have a lot of cheap friends, but I don't have expensive taste. Like I've never said to a friend, hey, let's meet at the restaurant at the Four Seasons, right? Like I've never done that because I just don't have those tastes. Like I'm a bar pub guy and that's kind of, and even my rich friends, you know, we don't go anywhere fancy. Like we'll just go to like bars or pubs.
Scenario, you're at Jack Astor's.
Yeah.
And you order the chicken fingers, right?
Yeah.
And the person you're with counts the fingers and then calls the waiter over and says, you know, you're too short. Or you didn't, there's not enough, you know, they complain about the amount of chicken fingers.
That I got?
No. That the table, like that they ordered for themselves.
Right.
But you're
Does
sitting
this happen
there.
to you?
No. I'm just trying to come up with scenarios.
This is all
that would
stuff
drive you
you've
nuts.
done.
No.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I would never do this.
Because I don't even know. Like, I get chicken fingers
you're
and
at a
fries
restaurant,
from.
you tell the waiter that it's your birthday just so you get a free dessert.
Nah,
That's,
you
to
do
me, that's
that.
not cheap though.
You do that.
I do that, but like, would that
I don't even know
upset
how many
you?
fingers you're supposed to get.
No.
Supposed to, quote unquote. I have no idea.
No, I don't know.
It just shows up at the table and I just eat what's on the plate.
I just wouldn't be friends with somebody like that though. Like I would never, if somebody was always complaining to the wait staff or being rude or whatever, I just wouldn't go out with you.
Right. No, I'm just trying to, for this question, I'm just
No,
trying to.
I get it. I get it. I would say that I'm going to go with late because that actually really bothers me.
Yeah.
I don't like waiting around. I don't like waiting around for people.
Same.
And I hate and if something happens where I'm late, oh my God, it haunts me. I feel so terrible. Like I feel so terrible.
Kelly Belgrave asks, and we'll end with this question. What is your nachos recipe? Do any of you, I know you have a great nacho recipe, Roz.
Matthew makes the best nachos.
What does he
What
do?
does he put on it?
So you just buy like the chips right in the bag. You lay them out on the pan. You put all the stuff on top,
Yeah.
like the cheese, the green onion.
Okay.
Maybe you want to put some navy beans or whatever it is that you're putting on top, right?
Yeah.
The meat. And then he puts it in the oven for like 45 minutes. And
45 minutes?
Yeah, to get it all nice and crispy and
At
melt
what
that
temperature?
cheese.
Hold on.
Like 350.
45
You
minutes?
couldn't do that. You could. They would be black when they came out.
What do you mean crispy? Like the chips that you're using are
Yeah.
already crispy.
Right, but it melts
wanna-
the cheese on top, connects all of them, right? Like you want to connect the chips.
We only need
Maury,
a couple
there-
of minutes
Maury,
for cheese to melt.
Maury, okay. Cheese in an oven, okay, for 45 minutes at 350, there would be no cheese left. It would be a puddle of, it would be a puddle of oil.
There would be no condo left
Like-
because the entire building would have burned down.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
Maybe 30 minutes. I know he puts it in there for a long time.
30
and then he
minutes.
takes it out and then puts it back in because it's not done and lets it sit in the heat.
Right. God.
I don't know. I feel like you just don't pay attention to a lot of things at home.
Yeah.
And you're just like, in your mind, you're like, yeah, that seems like it's
everything
about 45
everything
minutes.
cooks at 45 minutes at 350, right? Everything. Like a hot dog.
Yeah.
Like everything cooks at 45 minutes at
I
350.
just think that you don't really pay attention.
Oh, no, because
Yeah.
I help. I'm telling you, it's really good.
Okay. Take a picture next time.
Okay.
Okay, I want to see you, right?
Yeah.
Go home tonight.
Yeah.
To put cheese on nachos.
Yeah.
Put it on a platter.
Yeah.
Put it in the oven, a preheated oven, so it doesn't have to get to temperature, but a preheated oven at 350 for 45 minutes, and then take it out and take a picture and show me what it looks like.
Okay.
Okay, we'll get that.
I was going to say,
we'll
should I
get
just
that.
text Matthew right now?
No, because I want to see the picture.
Oh,
I actually
okay.
want to see Maury set the house on fire and then I want to see that. As far as a nacho recipe goes, I mean,
Like, do you make your own chips?
I've made my own chips many times.
I haven't. We haven't done that yet.
Yeah, you need a deep
have
fryer
we?
though.
Yeah, no, we haven't done that yet.
Yeah,
What do you
they're-
make them out of? It's not just potato.
Potato?
Huh?
Potato chips.
What are nacho
Hold
chips
on,
made out of,
wait.
Maury?
Are you telling us?
Oh,
that
nacho
when
chips
you-
or tortilla.
Yes.
Okay, so
But when Matthew makes nachos at home, is he using potato chips?
No. We use like the ones that come in the bag that are nacho
Tostitos
chips.
or whatever.
Tostitos. Yeah.
Do you think that those are made out of potatoes?
Not anymore.
But you did prior to right now.
Yes.
You thought nacho chips were made out of potatoes.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so everything makes sense now.
Okay, so I don't really have a recipe. I'm very normal when it comes. I'll tell you my one thing with nachos, though, and why I much prefer nachos at home to nachos in a restaurant is that I don't like when they put wet on the nachos. I don't like when you order nachos with like, say you want chicken on them or you want steak on them or whatever, and they put salsa on the nachos. Or they put sour cream on the nachos.
Because the nachos
all that
get soggy.
Stuff, all that stuff is on the side. Those are dips. Those don't go on the nachos.
See, I've always had it on the side.
Yes.
Like, because otherwise, it becomes soggy.
It goes soggy, and I don't like that. But no, I don't like. I don't order a lot of nachos when I'm out because I don't like olives.
Yeah.
I don't like beans, and
Yeah, I could do without beans on my nachos.
It's filler.
But a
It's
nacho is a
filler.
great, and like if you order nachos, it's a great social dish that you all can share.
But I don't like sharing, though. I'm not a communist. I like my own things.
Every week you'll see on Instagram, Ask Roz and Mocha. So feel free to ask as many questions as you'd like, as ridiculous as they may be, and we'll try to get to as many as we can on future episodes. And this has been great.
So it's not potato.
No,
It's not potato.
No, but seriously, more. Set your house on fire tonight for me. Take a picture, okay?
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Powered by Air Transat. Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.